Can you hear me, Lynn?
I can.
Can you hear music?
I cannot. Oh, wait.
What the heck? It's
I
kind of
don't know.
quiet.
I might. I hear something else happening.
Can you
To
hear it
pull up
now?
D&D Beyond. No. I hear feedback as if it's like, unless it's just like a very low frequency, like, blah. If that's the music, then I hear it.
Go ahead and talk again.
Hello. I'm eating dinner. I'm just going to make dinner.
What the heck is going on here? Because I hear music in my headphones.
Well, you, sir, are blessed beyond measure to have. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Never mind. It was dumb.
My audio. Select the speaker. Can you hear anything now?
No.
Gosh.
But what if it's just me? I could just lie to you and tell you that I hear it. I'm not going to do
I'd
that.
rather you not.
I'm not going to. I'm not actually going to do it.
Man. This just. I don't know why I can never get this to work, ever. Oh, I didn't mean to mute you.
It gave me the option to stay muted. It was like, do you want to be unmuted? Or would you like to stay mute?
Can you hear us just fine, Lindsay?
I can indeed. Can you hear me?
Oh, you are really quiet.
Yes. Is she? She sounds normal to me. Well.
Jordan's a little quiet on my end, so maybe.
Mm.
Why? Can you hear music now?
No.
I hate voice meter with a passion. Unless it needs to go to my headset. No, it shouldn't need to. No, now I hear myself.
So I just ran a fun session where they got to use song titles to make spell effects. And the very end of the session, they had to fight an earth elemental, an air elemental, and a fire elemental. But I renamed them so it was Earth, Wind, and Fire. And we had to listen to
I
the discography during the
love
battle.
that.
It was so much fun.
Software, why will you not work?
I am.
Cable output. restart my stuff real quick. Hold on. And now I can't hear Lynn. Who is it?
That's because I'm on mute, probably.
Oh, okay.
It's because I'm eating, and I didn't want everybody to hear me eating my food.
Maybe everyone wants mukbang stream. I don't know.
I mean, maybe so. Who knows?
Man. And you guys still can't hear any music, right?
No. Sorry. My camera's also off because I forgot to plug it back in. Good times.
Audio settings. Voice meter. That's right. That's right. Audio settings. Show enable sound. Alright, I'm gonna try one more thing real quick. Edit. Don't know where it needs to be. Profile tools. File. Settings. Come on, pop up. Anything?
Nope.
I don't know.
Look what I added. Mm.
Nug!
Yeah, I see, little nug. Oh, don't save changes. Exit out of that. Soft rope, why are you being a dick? Let's just open it back up. See if opening it back up fixes it, right? Oh, no, not what I wanted to do. Cancel. Load module. I'm going to say that's a no from there being no reaction. Alright, you know what? Well, fuck it. We'll do it live, I guess, as always. I'll look at it later. Whenever Lynn wants to turn on her camera.
I'm here. It's not like I'm not here, and it was on.
It doesn't matter. Alright. And you see your beautiful
Is
face.
my mic working?
It is.
Yes. It is.
I was worried about that. I colored the guys in finally.
I like the flying snake. I love it.
It's cool. It's perfect. So where the hell is my background?
Oh, Nug. More Nug.
Love it.
Nug for my mug.
Yeah.
Oh.
Excellent.
I love it. As always, guys, I'm Jordan with Practical Heroes. I'm the DM for this lovely session. I am joined once again, as always, by Lynn, who plays Somri, Angela, who plays Aurora, and joining us for the third session in a row, right?
Oh, something.
Miss Lindsay, who plays Rush. A few quick announcements before we fully get going, as always. You may notice we are 2 people down. More into that later. Starting from this week moving forward, we will be streaming every other Friday, same time all that fun stuff. You can always catch me and Lindsay on our flagship show, Immortals, which releases Tuesday at noon on Eastern Standard Time on Spotify, iTunes, anywhere your good favorite podcasts are streamed. We're on Patreon. If you like what we do, you want to support us, visit our Patreon. You can find today's episode and all previous episodes of Vuuldonia on our YouTube channel, in case you missed this. Other than that, I think we're good, guys. I don't know. I'm so bummed. Like, it always throws me off when the music doesn't work. Like, so bummed. Because, like, I can hear it just fine, so I have no idea why you guys can't.
We just need a whole day of nothing but messing with tech stuff.
Honestly, we do. Yeah.
And then just never touch your computer in the 2 weeks in between.
Never play with the settings.
I get it.
You can't do anything.
Tuned in. Well, like, me and Angela had a Zoom call to test out her mic, and I even asked her, I'm like, hey, real quick, does my music work? She's like, yeah, I hear it just fine. I'm like, okay, perfect. And I saved those settings.
You're cursed.
I blame OBS because I downloaded it and started fucking with it because we're going to switch over to that. But it's like OBS isn't even running right now. So it's like, what the heck? I'm going to look at one more thing real quick. Because I don't change that to anything.
My cropped version of my picture is gone. And now I'm having to redo it, which is annoying.
And like software likes to just go wherever it wants to go, you know? So that's what stinks too. Maybe? What is that, output? No, that's input. If this causes a weird feedback, I'm sorry. Anything? Any music? Anything? Oh my god. I'm trying here, alright? No, that one. Wait, hold on. Anything? That's gonna be a negative, I guess.
Nope. No things.
I hear nothing still. Okay. Well, can you guys still hear me? Okay. Can you guys talk to make sure I can hear you?
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? How about now? And now?
Hello. And now? How about now?
Can you hear me now? Didn't
All
lose
right.
you. Okay.
Let me get my mic situated. Welcome to tonight's episode of Vuuldonia by Starlight. I'm your lovely DJ Jordan, and we're gonna take you on a smooth Velveteen journey. Okay. Anyway, all right, we're ready.
I hate what's going on with my background, and it's just gonna have to deal with that tonight. I will
That's
fix it.
fine. It's
later.
all tech issues all the way around. I'll talk to you guys after the show, but we should probably schedule an actual tech thing and whatnot. So anyway, all right. Last time, you guys had helped Leaphide and Ironbark with their little dino issue. Let me pull up the actual recap. Our heroes defeated the dinosaurs, terrorizing the small jungle hamlet that was home to Leaphide and Ironbark. After they successfully defeated the dinosaurs, you guys noticed a few strange things about them, similar to the mosquitoes that had affected Theo. Ironbark ended up telling you about some strange new visitors to the north, on the north part of the island, who he believes brought this strange disease, whatever have you, to the island. After a quick discussion amongst yourselves, you all decided to help your new friend Rush investigate these rumors further, but not before heading back to town to return the item that you helped Rush recover and to gather a few supplies. And so we are going to be picking up the following morning. You guys can all mark down a long rest if you haven't.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
So why am I not signed in to D&D Beyond? What's happening tonight?
I had that happen to me earlier.
What's going on?
Character sheets pulled up. Oh, okay.
I did too, actually. I had to sign back into it today.
Maybe
Yeah.
they did like a refresh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I feel less weird about it now.
Now, why aren't you opening? Open?
Begins to be the first early mornings of. Well, actually, does Rush have a sun-facing room in the morning, or would he have the room? Would they have the room that definitely does not face the sun in the morning?
I'm gonna say it faces the sun because it's the same room they've had since they were little, and their mama probably put them in the sunniest, nicest room in the house.
Okay.
But there are probably some like
Blackout curtains.
yeah, but they're all tie-dyed and like big pot leaf type designs on them, you know.
Of course.
But there's always like those like
beaded door.
oh, you know it. Glass beads even. And but there's, you know, it's still done by somebody that half-asses stuff. So there's gaps in the curtains where just like the strikingly bright sun cuts through.
I get it.
Yeah.
So it's early morning. The sun begins to peek in, and you just so happen to have fallen asleep from pure exhaustion of the day to where the curtain's kind of barely pinned over. And Somri, the sunbeam kind of hits you directly in the eye, kind of stirring you awake.
I don't like that. I'm gonna grab Quill and just like rest him over my face.
All right.
To attempt to block the sunbeams out. Quill will like it. It's a sunbeam and he's a reptile. It's an early morning sunning.
For it.
All right. You roll back asleep. No problems. It begins to get a little later, and you hear a little knock on the hallway floor, and you just hear a voice go, Master Rush, it is time to wake. And then it begins to walk away. Or you hear footsteps walking away.
Oh, it's so early. Rush just lays there for another minute and sighs, but also knows it won't stop. So they start getting up.
Right,
Guys, we gotta start waking up, or like if my mom has to come in here, that's like, it's not good for anybody.
Do you guys listen, or do you still lay there and make Rush wake you up?
I slowly start waking up, grumbling.
Same. I'm not gonna grumble. Just slowly waking up. Rolling around.
All right, you guys begin to stretch and kind of do that whole, like, I slept on someone's floor, my neck hurts. But you guys definitely do get the benefits of a long rest. And as you're coming to, you notice there's 2 people missing in your party. You look around and you don't see Theo or Dorman anywhere.
Guys, didn't we have like, I don't know, like two-ish more people? Weren't there like 2 dudes that were like here?
Pretty sure they were here when we all went to bed.
What? Bearman! Bearman!
Aurora, as you see Rush kind of yelling out Bearman, you notice kind of off in the corner near the door a pile of items that definitely don't seem to be Rush's, and there's a folded note on top of them.
Oh no.
Do what?
Can't hear Aurora.
Oh no, technical difficulties for everybody.
Oh
Well, while Aurora is waking up still, Nug will Rush will bamf Nug out and hold Nug in front of their face. Nug, dude, did you see where they went? Did
Yeah.
you?
He kind of turns his head kind of cockeyed.
I like pull. I'll pull Quill up and be like, "How about you?"
You just hear a slight cooing from Quill as he curls up in your hand.
I was like, I like to imagine that he's like, but also sleep time, like now.
Yeah,
still sleep.
exactly.
Nug slaps its little flippers in Rush's hand. Happy to be up and about.
What does Rush's room look like?
There's a lot of pillows, like an unnecessary amount of pillows. All of them very colorful. A lot of wall hangings.
Is there like the beaded curtain?
There's totally beaded curtains.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I got it.
Oh, now. Okay, perfect. All right.
Okay,
So
still hear me?
Yeah, still can hear you. So you finally stretch your aura, you kind of roll your neck a little bit, and as you open your eyes, blinking them a little bit, you see Somri asking Quill is Quill male, female, snake?
Probably male. I've been saying him, so we'll go with that.
Okay. You see Somri talking to Quill. You see Rush talking to Nug, and as you kind of fully blink your eyes, you rub that morning eye boogers out of your eyes. You see a pile of miscellaneous items in the corner near the door, and you see a folded piece of parchment on top.
I'm gonna go look at the pile because that wasn't there last night.
All right. Excuse me. As you begin to get closer, you see really rather easily. It's two sets of armor, the same armor you and Somri both have, but much smaller in size, about a gnome size and a halfling size. You also see poking out from the bottom of it a piece of broken wood from both ends, and there's still that note just sitting on the top.
I'll pick up the note, start reading it.
All right, as you begin to look at the note, go ahead and give me a real quick investigation or arcana check.
Okay. 19.
As you begin to look at it, you notice on the outside of it, you're super familiar with Dorman's handwriting. You can tell it's definitely one of his miscellaneous spell pages. And as you begin to look over it more, you see that it's the best you can discern is that it's a spell page to summon Humphrey, the invisible Humphrey. You see kind of like the Vitruvian man symbols and all that stuff. You unfold it, and in it is written a note, and what you read is, "We are sorry to depart without warning, but we have found a way to hopefully hurt Bolomog, and any opportunity to actively fight against a god is not one you can pass up. Good luck in your adventures, and if we ever cross paths again, hopefully it is in a world that is no longer being watched. We left you some items that we won't need where we're going. We will meet again when twilight ends. Signed, Dorman."
I just dropped to my knees.
I'll rush over to Aurora and just pick up the note. I assume you drop it.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or you hand it to me.
I'm pretty much, I'm just like, take this.
And you read the same thing, Somri.
Mm-hmm.
Do you look at the pile of objects or anything else?
Yeah, I'll sort through the pile.
All right. You begin to shift through this pile, and what you find is it is the two pieces of armor, Theo's and Dorman's, You also flip it over to look on the inside, and you see that the communication rune inside both of them has been completely scratched out. What you also begin to see and find is you see the strange black stone you found aboard the aboard Barnaclefin's ship, the Wave Chaser. You find the pirate book. You find the incomplete history of Vuuldonia with a handwritten little few words on the cover that says, "Don't forget to fill this out on your journey." You find a quill and some ink, a single radish, and then at the very bottom of the pile, you see Theo's staff, the lamppost staff, broken half.
And just as she uncovers that, Aurora just starts bawling.
I guess Rush will awkwardly come over as a young person in a situation that they don't really have all the information on, and just pat Aurora on the back. She'd be like, "Hey, I'm sure everything's like totally cool and fine and stuff. Probably." Pat,
And she'll
pat,
just
pat.
nod her head.
If it isn't fine now, I do trust that the two of them wouldn't have made such a rash decision without believing it was in the best interest of all of us, including themselves. And if things weren't fine, they likely will be, because they are very well equipped to handle what's coming for them, or what they're searching for. I am going to, in my pack up the history and the book.
Passive perception for summary.
Where is it? Yeah. Why won't it let me roll that? Oh, it's 14. Sorry. Because it's not a roll.
As you begin to pick up the book, I'm assuming you've probably studied this book pretty extensively since Norman handed it to you.
The pirate one or the history of Vuuldonia?
The pirate.
Both of them, probably. But yes, definitely the pirate one.
So pretty easily, you pick it up. You notice it seems a little lighter than usual.
I'll just thumb through the pages slightly.
You begin to thumb through. You get past Captain Barnaclefin's page. You get past a few Captain Fulminia, Captain Voltaria, and you come to the chapter that kind of caught your attention in the first place, just because of how it tied to your whole group. You notice the chapter on Captain Theodore Reddish is ripped out of the book.
I'm not going to necessarily share that information, but yeah. I'll pick up the armor too and note to Aurora that it looks like they were looking to disappear with no trace, which would track, especially if they, eyes everywhere, Balamog watching. It would track that they would need to disappear if they felt like they had good reason for it. And there's no sign in the book that there's like a hidden message or anything.
You can give me an investigation check.
You want like a hit off of this before you do that?
Hell yeah. Pass me that. No,
Rush with the guidance.
Yeah.
Yes.
An extra D4.
Yes. I'm gonna do this. It's a 10. It's not very good.
Begin to flip through. How's Summary feeling with this kind of finite news that
it's
Dorman
like
is
startling. I think it's startling, but not like everything makes sense. It makes sense why you would like essentially delete yourself out. Even though it's startling, I get it. Because I think I would do the same thing.
Okay. As you begin to flip through the book, kind of trying to calm yourself a little bit, like, Dorman's a rational person, that there had to be reasons. You begin to flip through this book, you flip through the incomplete history book before you put it in your bag, and you don't see any hint of anything. You don't see any sort of code word. You don't see a little image anywhere. You see absolutely nothing that would give you any sort of hint about their motives or a hidden message.
I mean, Dorman went up against a god. It makes sense that he would believe that he could do this.
Well, that's crazy. I mean, that's like really intense.
It is intense. I'll like shut the book. I shut the book and I'm like, I cannot say that I would have made the same decision. But I understand it.
That's wild.
Go
little dude.
Time.
Wild is like the right word for this. They're in for a wild ride, I'm sure.
At about this time, you hear another knock on the hallway wall. Master Rush, are you awake?
Yeah, dude, we're getting ready. Tell Mom we'll be there in a minute.
We're all
very well. Breakfast will be ready shortly in the foyer. And you hear footsteps begin to walk away.
I swear, like, I am not that fancy. That's totally my mom's thing.
It's cool, dude.
It's real cool. Quick. Can Rush needs to check his stash because Dorman was like super into what he had.
Check your stash.
All right.
While this is going on, and you can start feeling the anger radiating off of her.
It's a nat 20 for a total of 27 to check my stash.
I wasn't even gonna. Okay, no, you didn't even. Honestly, you didn't even need to roll.
I know, but it's
you
fun.
Can weigh it in your hands. You know exactly what it felt like. Like I know what was here.
Doesn't seem to be anything missing at all.
Oh, that's a shame. Little dude should have taken some.
So bad.
He seemed to like really enjoy it. I was gonna like send a care package.
We could like send some through a portal to the astral plane. Maybe it would just like hit him in the head.
Bold of you to assume there's planier travel in this world. Really
it is bold of me, but I did it, so ha!
Doesn't mean it's canon, so ha.
I'll slowly get to my feet.
Okay.
But you'll feel. You can literally feel the anger that's surrounding her right now.
You hear, as this anger is irradiated off of you, Aurora, you hear this voice in your head that just says, "Life is full of many storms. One must weather." And then it fades.
I'm going to sit next to Aurora. Oh, yeah.
And I'll say in my head, like, fuck you. Just in my head, not out loud, and I'm just thinking it, like, not at this time. I don't.
You don't hear any response.
Okay.
What do you guys want to do? One more thing you find. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Summary sets beside you, and sorry. I'm gonna die. It's okay.
Don't do
Summary,
that.
as you were putting that last book away, the 3 job postings from the job board fall out of the book.
Oh. I will gather those.
And they're just nothing abnormal about them. Just I
Oh.
wanted to make sure you guys knew you had those.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
you guys
well.
have to like work?
I mean,
That's rough.
like,
It's real rough.
it's kind of fun. Like, not working's good too, but working is also fun. Because then you get cool stories to tell.
Stories are cool. I could go for some stories.
Stories are great.
Yeah.
Stories are cool.
Like after we go deal with those dudes on the north side of the island, that's a hella story.
Oh, yeah. You're going to be able to talk about that for months. And then months later, when people have forgotten about it, you'll be able to bring it back up again.
That's great.
Different this time.
You could like add to it.
Oh, for sure. It doesn't benefit anybody if you tell everyone the whole story right away.
I like it. I'll try to remember that.
I'll lean my head on Somri's shoulder, just trying to get the anger to not be so bad.
You want to go take some of that anger out, Aurora?
Yes, please.
I'm sure there's things I'm sure there's things we can go beat up or punch or electrocute.
At this moment, I would just like to strangle someone.
Typically looked down upon, but I respect it.
Yes. I should do it in a safe manner.
I understand the sentiment.
At this point, you hear in the very distant background a bell begin to ring. And Rush, you would recognize that as food's on the table.
Breakfast? Lunch. We slept in. Could be lunch.
You did not
Brunch.
sleep in that late.
We didn't? Okay.
All right. Well, we should go eat, and then we'll find like something for you to like aggressively therapy yourself with. And we've got some great mimosas. You ever had one? They're like so good.
It sounds so exotic.
It really is. Yeah, it's a specialty here. Yeah, breakfast this way.
I will follow Rush down.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow after them. I'm just trying to shake what I have going on off of me as much as I can.
You guys follow Rush no problem into the foyer, fancy term. Granted, I'm sure I'm totally using it wrong, but it's okay. Rush, what does the foyer of your house look like?
It's nice and open. There's big, tall columns. There's a grand table right in the middle that has a big basket of like shells and floral arrangement type things. And the base of the table is like two mermaids kind of swirling around each other, all classy like, but they have shells over their nipples because this is a family home.
This is a good Christian-esque household.
Wholesome family.
It's a wholesome
Christian Minecraft
It is
server.
wholesome, not in my Christian Minecraft server.
Well, okay. It's a mermaid and a merman. Both sets of nipples are covered, so it's equality coverage.
Equality.
I'm okay with that somehow.
Yeah.
As you guys
Yeah, it makes it better.
walk into this room, you see the last bit of food getting placed on the table by a older Triton who's kind of a teal color, all white hair. He places the last plate on the table, sees the three of you enter, kind of gives a little bow, and leaves. And at the
Thanks,
far end
man.
of the table, at the far end of the table, he doesn't do anything. At the far end of the table, you see a older woman, probably in her not twilight years, I'd say probably mid to late 50s, sitting at the table, beginning to slowly make herself a plate. Very not prim and proper, but has an air of class and dignity about her. You see her hair's in a tight bun. It's slowly going gray, but there's still some hints of color in it, and she just looks at you. All three of you enter and gestures for you all to join at the table, and you see there is a seat for literally everyone.
Perfect.
So Rush lopes to the end of the table and like just hangs on his mom, on their mom for a second, and like gives like a big sloppy kiss on the cheek. Morning, Mom. And then like swings into their chair.
You see, after you give the big sloppy kiss, a smile kind of breaks across your mom's face. And what you, Aurora and Samri, notice pretty much right away, Rush's mom isn't blue. She, for all intents and purposes, looks exactly like Aurora.
A delight. I mean, I'm
not like identical
green,
twin to
so...
Aurora, but like,
yeah,
you know what
she looks exactly like Aurora.
Dun,
The resemblance
the
is
changelings
uncanny.
are back.
You actually went into the future. I'm your baby.
Oh no.
That was one
Plot point
hell
revealed.
of a... Oh, shoot. That was one hell of a sea journey. Good God. Where did we go?
So
But yeah, you notice Aurora's mom, or not Aurora's mom, Rush's mom. Aurora is her own grandma. You notice Rush's mom, fine, kind of tannish olive skin, but does not have any shade of blue in their skin whatsoever.
Where is Rush sitting in relation to my seat? Like, is this a very long table? Are we sitting on the ground on cushions? How are we arrayed?
I would think there's chairs surrounding the table. It's probably one chair on each end, and then on the sides, 2 chairs each. However, I feel Rush would probably have a pile of pillows they are sitting on. Like, just pushes the chair out of the way, grabs the pillows from that chair, and puts it on the ground.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, like, lean down and, like, whisper under the table. Rush! Hey, Rush!
Yeah, what's up?
These mimosas you spoke of, I'm interested. How do I get one?
Just, hey, Mom, there's mimosas, right? We have guests.
How do?
You see her mom having food in her mouth, just kind of pick up a bell and ring it once, and out comes the older Triton, and he goes, "You rang, madam," and you see her kind of swallow a little bit. She goes, "Yes, four? I have too much formal mayoral business today, but 4 mimosas, please." And the older Triton kind of nods his head and leaves.
Perfect.
I'll sit down, probably the seat right across from Rush, since Somri's right beside him. So I'll sit across, next to Mom.
I'd say Rush probably has like some kind of like wicker stool that the pillows are piled on top of, so that they're not all the way on the ground, just because that would be awkward to like reach up and get your food. But yeah,
I love that image though, just like
still very much like little kid that can't reach the table.
Yeah.
At this point, you hear Rush's mom clear her throat as she goes, "So, Rush, darling, did you have an interesting day yesterday?"
Oh yeah, it was like super crazy. We went to the jungle, and like there's a tribe of like little frog dudes out there, and they were really chill. Also, I invited them to the festival, and I think it was like 10 wristbands I need for that. Like diplomatic stuff. Are you proud?
I'm actually quite shocked, Rushable. That's total. I totally spaced the name we gave Rush right there. I'm sorry, but
Rushable.
Hold on. Hold on.
It's Yarvis.
As much as
isn't
I
it, or
love
Jarvis?
Rushable.
Rushabold. It needs the rolled R in the front of it.
Yeah, I can't roll my R's, so good luck with that.
Really?
Yeah, really. I believe it's Yarvis?
Jarvis. Jarvis.
Yarvis.
Jarvis.
Yarvis Rushabold. Rushabold's your middle name. How's that sound?
Yeah, that works. I'm writing it down. Right. I'm gonna put it in the. I'm putting it in the official Discord thing.
Perfect. I'll have to enter it into OneNote so it's definitely official and ingrained in my head. Today's notes in session brought to you by OneNote. Not a sponsorship, just an awesome service. Says, did you have any particular reason to go to the jungle yesterday?
These guys were new in town and they wanted like a tour, but they wanted like a not regular tour, like a
We wanted
backwoods
to
experience.
See some sights. That wasn't.
You didn't lose anything?
Like, no, that's no.
Give me.
Why would you say that? Just a second.
Is Rush gonna try and sneakily smoke a guidance joint in front of his mom? In front of their mom?
I hope
No,
so.
It's a nat one.
Oh!
Beautiful.
You, as you're trying to sputter out this, like, no, of course not. I didn't do anything wrong. You watch your mom turn her head slowly to the mantle behind her, to which, Rush, you would know this very well, is where the clam usually sits when it's not being used in ceremonies. It's not sitting there. And that's when it clicks. Shit. I forgot to put it back. And she goes, really then, where... Hold on, I gotta look up what... I don't remember what we called it. I'm just gonna come up with a new name on the fly. That's what happens.
No, it was the Ocean Mothers.
something.
No, I'm looking through it too.
Palanquin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. You see her turn to the mantle and goes, really, then why is the Ocean Mother's palanquin not on its normal resting place, but instead, what did I just call the butler?
I don't think he did.
Yeah.
Okay, shoot. Woo! Why did Charles find it out by the front door?
All right, you got me. I borrowed it, and then it got like stolen, and then these guys helped me get it back. And it turns out, Mom, I don't know if you knew this or not, but like it totally belonged to the little frog dudes before it belonged to the town. But it's chill now. They said we could keep it.
I was well aware of that fact.
Oh, cool. So we're on the same page. Solid.
Have you... Yarvis, you need to pay more attention. If you would remember through lessons and whatnot, the clam is only with us. The Ocean Mother's palanquin is only with us a couple weeks before the festival and for a couple weeks after. Then it goes back to its rightful owner.
They must have gotten the schedule confused then, because they wanted it back like right now. But then we got it back again.
You see a little twinge of concern on her face, but nothing major. And about this time, Charles comes in with 4 mimosas and hands one to each of you.
Okay.
Oh, I guess
So
3.
now that
There's only 3 of you.
we got, I need 2. So,
If I like it
No.
enough, I'll just take your second one.
yeah, it's totally fine. Let's set Snug on the table so Nug can do Nug's business, whatever it is.
Here with
Like,
holding out both hands, just sipping.
yeah, just Nug goes over to the pancakes and just digs in. Okay, so while we were with the little frog dudes, like these dinosaurs came and they were like all like stuff was like super wrong with them. Like the mosquitoes were carrying some kind of like sickness. They had red glowy eyes and it was like roar, and we were like ah, and they were just like chur 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 chur, and we had to fight them, and it was like just wild and crazy. But apparently there's some like cats on like the north side of the island that are like bringing sick stuff in like a bad way to the island. We're just gonna go take care of it.
Her mom take all this information in.
I think she's used to rush.
A moment passes of her discerning all the stuff in the scattered way Rush likes to deliver it. And she asks, I know there were 2 more with your friends. Was anyone else affected by the mosquitoes?
Little big bear man had got kind of sick there for a hot minute, but I think he got better.
Yeah, they seem to have something else they need to go take care of elsewhere.
Well, I'm
seemingly
more concerned.
unrelated to the mosquitoes.
Understandable. I have gotten a few reports from guards of some strange sickness making its head in the fringe hamlets of the jungle, but I haven't heard anything about people on the north end of the island. There's nothing there but incredibly dense jungle and whatnot.
I don't know what to tell you, Mom. Little frog dude seemed really sure about this information. And they had an old turtle druid dude too.
Temple?
Oh, there was a temple, that's right.
You see your Rush's mom kind of straighten up. Like she's already sitting incredibly straight. But you notice somehow, some way, when you say temple on the northern part of the island, she sets up even straighter somehow. You're not sure how. And you see this very serious, stern look come up upon her face. And she says, Yarvis, listen to me very carefully. I will have my guard, will have the town guard send a small patrol north. I don't want you going anywhere in that direction. Are we clear?
I mean, but like, we could totally just go take care of it. Okay, yes, ma'am.
Thank you. As for you two, I hope you don't lead my precious child into any sort of mischief. You're welcome in my house, but all I request is let the proper channels handle this. Please.
Send those guards. There was a warning. There was apes as well as people, and they were not like anything on this island.
I'll make sure they send a few extra guards with their patrol, but please leave it to the guards.
Okay.
That's all I ask. Now, if you excuse me, I must quickly finish eating, and I have a few more things to ready up besides getting the guards informed, but also a few more last-minute festival things have come up.
And don't forget the bands for the little frog dudes.
Of course.
Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. I am currently recording the history, however, of Vuuldonia. I would really appreciate the opportunity to at least escort the guards so that I could take written record. With all respect, of course.
Roll me a persuasion check. With advantage, because you have the incomplete history book.
Ooh, that was a good roll. All right, 21.
As you say this, Summer, you kind of pull out the book that says the incomplete histories and whatnot, and you see Rush's mom kind of look you up and down. Really like peering into your soul, kind of getting a real good measure of you.
Chronicling is very important. As a leader of this town on this island, I'm sure you can understand and respect the desire and need for a written record. It helps preserve things for posterity, and so that we know what came before as we go forward.
As you continue, she kind of holds up her hand. Your point is incredibly valid. Miss, I don't believe I've ever caught your name. And if you're in my
Somri.
house, I would like. Pleasure, Somri. Your point is incredibly valid. I will allow you, your friend, and my darling Rushable, if they so choose, to go north only once the guards return and say there is no danger north.
I can absolutely respect that. I appreciate your blessing. I definitely would never want to do anything that would disrupt the dynamics of the island, but at the same time, I am grateful for your understanding of the need to preserve what's going on.
I appreciate you appreciating my blessing.
I appreciate you appreciating me, appreciating your blessing. Sorry.
Also, before you journey north, I believe you said you had a bear man with you. Was that the same bear person that had caused trouble in the town yesterday?
Yeah, there was like some misunderstandings.
I understand. It seems to have all been cleared up because someone seemed to pull some strings and whatnot. And she kind of gives a side-eye glance at Rush. However, there are some permits waiting for you at the Guard HQ. If you wish to flow about, be less hassled by our systems, trust me, I know they seem kind of archaic. I've been trying to get them overthrown and new systems implemented. But we have some permits for you so you can do any side jobs, things of that nature, about our town and receive the full compensation that you're worth.
A delight.
And as she says that part, she kind of says, now if you must, please forgive me. I have to be off. And you see her kind of take the last little swig of her cup that was in front of her, kind of dab at the corners of her mouth. She gets up and then pushes in her chair and leaves the room.
Bye, Mom. Love you. Have a good day.
As
You
she's
see her turn
leaving,
around
I'll
and
say
goes,
thank you.
I love you
and
too,
Celestial.
Rushable. Be safe, be smart, and as always, be charming.
Can't get over Rushable.
I feel like, what is the actual name again? Not Rushable.
It is
As his mom's sleeping, I'll say thank you in Celestial to
Mm.
see something.
Oh, your sound went away, boss.
Mine did?
Oh,
Mine
now
did?
it's back. Now it's back.
Maybe I just have to be really close on
Maybe.
this velvety journey through Vuuldonia.
A velvety journey.
It's straight velour. But as you say, as you say this in Celestial, Aurora, she just continues walking.
Okay. I wanted to check on something.
Fair dues.
Got you.
It's Yarvis
me.
Rushable.
Not
Yarvis
Jarvis.
Rushable.
Yarvis.
Full name, Jarvis
Yar.
Rushable Mierson.
It's a good name. Solid.
All right, so you guys are still in Rush's foyer. whatnot. Nobody
I'm
else has brought
gonna.
any more food out or anything.
Oh, no, no, no. I walk up to the head of the table and ring the bell and order another mimosa, please.
You watch.
Look, if I can't go
Oh.
to this temple and I have to wait around, I might at least be drinking fancy
Apple.
drinks.
I'll pull Luna out and put him on the table
Okay. Shortly after you
so
ring
he
the
can
bell,
share my
summary,
pancakes.
Charles comes out, already with another mimosa on, and hands it to you.
Heck, yes.
Master Rush,
Yeah,
you do know that we are limited mimosa supplies per mother's request, correct?
I mean, but they're from out of town, though.
I understand. I know how friendly you are. And you have this camaraderie with Charles of he's kind of like an uncle to Rush, like he's been there. He's always the one that kind of slides you stuff on the side. He's
Heck
like,
yeah.
You know, I would if I could, Master Rush. However, your mother's orders.
Okay, work with me here. What about Bloody Marys? If she only said mimosas.
You see him kind of stop for a sec, shake his head. 1 Bloody Mary each, Master Rush, and then please be about your way. We have to start getting the house ready for the opening party.
That's fair.
He nods and exits to the kitchen.
I'm like, I finished the Bloody Mary, and then I'm like, but I like pina coladas.
I just
We'll just
have
go through
a
all
vision
of the
of
drinks.
us
Strawberry
sitting
daiquiri,
alongside the
margarita.
pool or whatever they have out back, drinking the day away. I don't know why. Just
That's how.
in
That's the
sun
beach
drinking.
episode. That is the beach
Yeah,
episode.
Okay.
Nothing but
Excellent.
bikinis and mimosas.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay, so we can take this party outside to the pool and talk about how what we're gonna spend the day.
I mean, we can't go into the temple until the guards come back.
Yeah, and Charles needs us out of here so he could plan. So we
Oh,
could
that's
just like
have
step
true.
outside.
It's
We
true.
do have those jobs though.
Oh
we
yeah,
have
that's
3.
right.
And as you guys are discussing your very next step of course of action, you do remember talking to Leapide about how possibly gathering supplies before heading into the jungle needed to be an option.
That's true. All right. But that was
What do you guys
before
wanna do?
other people were eliminating the threats for us, if they are.
You're
Okay.
telling me a parental figure tells you not to do something, you're gonna listen?
She seems scary.
No.
And she gives me alcohol.
We were all pretty cowed
She's
by
like-
that.
She's like the cool
Yeah.
mom who's like, yeah, you can have mimosas, limited, but I'll give them to you. Do you think I'm gonna like...
All I want you to do is drink here so I know you're safe.
Absolutely.
Basically.
Okay, so we have to wait until the guards come back, I guess. If they come back
mean-
and don't die from, evil people with white gorillas.
To be fair, it might be worth waiting anyways if we want to go to the celebration. Maybe?
That's true.
I don't know.
I do love to party. So
When is the celebration? When does it start?
Yeah.
it's in exactly
Rush, you would know that the opening party, welcome party for the event, for the festival, is an event for the various business owners, movers, and shakers of Sapphire Oasis. And it takes place the night before the festival actually begins, which is still about 3-ish, 4-ish days away.
oh, it's like a long time.
It's a
Yeah.
long time.
Okay. You said this work thing was kind of fun. We could give that a whack. And then
Work is fun.
gather supplies. And get
Right
that ready
people.
for the inevitable failure of the guards, who are obviously not as capable as we are.
They're
We
either
killed-
going to get lost out there or just not find the threats.
we
honestly.
took down 2 dinosaurs, so I kind of feel like we're the most powerful people on the island, probably.
I mean, we could
You
go
took
out
down
there and
3.
just prove your mom
3 dinosaurs. We
wrong.
took down 3 dinosaurs, man.
If only
Like,
we
mom just
told-
doesn't know.
If only we
Aren't the
told her
guards
about the
volunteers?
3. Oh yeah, are the guards volunteers?
Oh yeah, because we don't pay them, remember? Because we don't have taxes.
Yes, all the guards of Sapphire Oasis do a volunteer stint.
So maybe we wait for them, but like not super far from where they're going, just in case they need help.
Yeah, we can just
We'll
like
give 'em,
follow
like-
them.
Like, yeah, that's basically what I meant. Like, just like in a less
Yeah.
direct manner. But we could give them like a day head start so that we could be like, oh, but we waited.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We're
'cause
just
the-
walking in the path that they have already trod for us.
yes. Yes.
We're trying to
Let's-
save them some time and meet them halfway.
Yeah.
Let's get some money, get the
Yeah.
supplies, and then
Yeah.
we'll go. We waited for them,
Yeah,
and we walked in the areas that they have already cleared.
Yeah. It's safe because they've already been there.
exactly.
Perfect. Loopholes. All
The
about
logic
loopholes.
tracks.
It does.
You can't argue with
All
it.
right.
We waited.
All right,
they didn't.
so-
They didn't specify how long we had to wait.
It's just,
Exactly.
with just
This
where
is
where
true.
it was safe. It's cool. It's fine.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to check out the 3 job postings? You know, there is various merchants in town. Rush can probably take you to the certain merchants you need for whatever supplies.
I'll pull out the 3 job postings and put them on the table and be like, well, this is what we have as far as like jobs to be done.
And as a reminder, the job postings are a festival help for food gathering, to inquire at the Dovetail Inn. There is a sapphire gathering request, and to inquire at the Hammerhead Smithy. And then the other one is kitchen help. Noted, does not have to do with cooking. Please inquire at the Squid Ink Brew House.
I'm typing these out. I'm sure you can hear me.
Clickety
All
clack,
right.
clickety clack.
They are not as
Let's hear
clicky as my other keyboard. That one's very clicky. Clack, clack. This one's thunk, thunk. I do need to do the spacebar. All right.
So if we do the food thing, that's probably like Jungle E. We should probably get like, I should have totally thought of this the first time, but like some bug repellent.
That's smart,
Yes.
especially because of the mosquitoes.
Do
Yeah.
you know where they usually gather sapphires on the island?
Yeah, the sapphire
Rush,
gathering.
go ahead and give me a history check, Rush.
Oh, poor Rush. That'd be a 2, boss.
Oh.
Yeah, my mom brings them home.
Basically, you know there's a supply somewhere just from living here, but you're not sure exactly where.
I was trying to see if we could kill 2 birds with 1 stone type of thing.
We could just go ask dude at the smithy, and then ask at the Dovetail Inn and see.
It's true.
Like,
Because they have inquiries. So, like, if they have had somebody already fulfill it too, we wouldn't want to just go start doing it without checking in. Probably.
And the squid. I wonder what kind of help they need with that's not cooking at the squid.
But like, I'm pretty good at finding food and stuff. Like, that's like my jam. Gotta get
Okay,
those
well,
munchies.
Maybe we like go gather all of them and then see how many we can complete in one go.
Well, yeah, especially like if the kitchen help does need food help, then we could do both.
Yeah, let's go talk to them and then make a plan. Boom. I like you girls.
Which is closest? Rush? We could like make a loop. Maybe?
Yeah.
What's the most logical?
The most logical pathway to the first place.
Your logical pathway, if you want to hit them all like in sequential order, will be, because Rush lives over in this part of a town right here. You're kind of in the fancier, bougie part, just a little bit. The Hammerhead Smithy is in kind of the town center, which is around this pond. So that would be the first stop. Then Dovetail Inn is a little lower towards the docks. Then the Squid Ink Inn is over here where you guys already were. So really, it'd be here, like you guys are here, go here, town square, and then down to Dovetail over here.
So Squid, Smith, Dove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a plan. Let's go.
Let's do it. Here we go.
I
Woohoo!
whistle for Luna to jump on my shoulder so we can go.
All right. And Rush will go to sweet little Nug. And are you really gonna let me do the thing?
Yes.
All right. Awesome. So yeah, Nug flaps his little flippers just as hard as he can, and just hovers and very slowly, but still flies over with his little flappy flippers.
That is
Rush and
adorable.
land.
And you see
on his shoulder.
Nug is trying incredibly hard.
Oh, it is so much effort, but he's so proud of himself when he does it.
He really is.
You can't
Right,
go
so the
far
plan
doing
is-
that, but
You guys are going to visit Squid Ink, Smithy, and then Dovetail in that order, correct?
Yes, I think so.
And
The
Luna
squid-
will give a little happy chitter noise at Nug for being able to flap his little flippers as hard as
Perfect.
he can.
yeah, Squid, Smith, Dove.
Squid, Squid,
Yes.
Dove.
Beep, beep,
Perfect.
beep.
All right, you guys finish off your Bloody Marys. You finish the last few bits of food, and you begin to head out. It takes you not even really roughly about an hour to get across from where Rush's house is to Squid Ink, which Samri and Aurora, you realize it's the same tavern brew house that Rush took you the other day after they helped you get Theo from the guards. It is relatively quiet this time of day. It's still early morning, mid-morning before noon. You guys walk in, you see only a few patrons, and you see the same, I think I had a dwarf running it.
Yes.
You see the dwarf kind of just like walking out of the kitchen right as you guys enter, and he goes, "Oh, Rush, not now. It's too early in the morning."
Don't-
Oh,
I'm gonna hold up the job posting and be like,
We're-
"Oh, it's
we're
not
here
just
for this.
Rush. Hi."
Yeah.
yeah, them.
Job?
You mean you're here to help? That
Yes.
job's
We're
been
here
posted
to
for like 4 weeks.
Well, we just arrived. We're just here to inquire what it is you need help with.
Someone's stealing out of my kitchen. I don't know who. No matter how many times I lock up the place, redo my security, some food and other items go missing. I don't know what it is.
Is it happening every night?
Pretty regularly, it seems like.
Okay, so it's just at nighttime.
I would assume so. I haven't seen. I'm usually always back there during the day and don't see anything.
Sweet. Okay,
What time
so
do you
this.
close?
We usually close about sundown,
Okay. So,
which is
maybe we-
about 10 o'clock.
Okay. So if we can go hit the other two and then come back here at sundown?
Solid. My dude, we're gonna hook you up with some security.
Spoiler
Just
alert,
don't
it's
break
us.
anything, Rush.
I did not make that promise, my dude.
uh,
But
Be
we
here.
will do our
Um,
best.
about 30-ish minutes before close, I'll make sure I lock you in here. That way, no one gets in or out.
Okay.
I'll see you later
Solid.
tonight then. I
Yeah.
got too much stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. Later, dude.
Kind of gives you a little salute thing and turns and walks back to the kitchen. All right. Then you guys begin to make your way to the Hammerhead Smithy, which, as I mentioned, is in the town square. Again, takes you no time to get there. Rush knows the way like the back of their hand. And you notice in the town square is a rather large pool where 4 streams converge, it almost looks like. What you notice is on the northern end of the town where that waterfall is, that main stream leads right to this pool and this pond, pool, whatever, and then verges off into these 3 other streams here. And you notice in the middle of the pond is this rather not grandiose statue, but big enough you can see it from the shore of this pond, of what looks to be a clamshell open up with this gorgeous statuesque woman standing on a clamshell. And you see her just hair, it almost looks like it's moving with the water, but it's not. It's just sculpted in such a way that gives it its life. And Rush would fill you in that this is a sculpture representing the Ocean Mother.
Mm-hmm. Now, on this one, the nips are showing,
I was
right?
going to ask. I was going to ask, is this one also shell covered?
No, she's au naturel on this one because this is a proper Ocean Mother.
A delight.
And you find the Hammerhead Smithy towards mixed in with all the other businesses and houses here. And what you see is it's a simple wooden storefront of, sun-bleached wood. And the sign you see hanging above the door is just a hammerhead shark in front of a diamond. Do you guys go ahead and want to go on in?
Yeah.
Okay. Real quick before we do,
Think
though,
so?
Rush would totally, as soon as we were out of earshot of the tavern, just be like, guys, we're going to be locked in a bar. I just want to point that out. You're right. Work is awesome.
We can't break anything, so we can't get trashed.
The money, though.
Yeah, he's already concerned about things being stolen. We just drink everything.
Listen, this is a learning process for Rush.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't actually blame you. It sounds fun.
Okay.
If we catch
now
who
wait a
it
minute.
is, though, maybe we'll.
Okay.
If we catch who it is, maybe we can ask instead of payment to have an unlimited tab open forever.
Ooh, or some cool drinks named after us that we could have
Hell
forever.
yes!
Extra bonus.
Yes.
Love it. You guys enter, and the thing that you instantly notice as you enter, I don't feel Rush has ever actually been in this store.
Oh no, he would have sent Charles to get any of his plastic blowing equipment that he needed from this place. No, he's never been here. Or they've never been. No.
What you notice instantly is, while it's very simple and plain on the outside, almost easily missable, is the second you step inside, you are just hit with this view of opulence and wealth as you begin to look around, and you see fine jewelry draped over a statue bust of various tritons and humans, and what was the other water people that lived here?
Genasi?
Anyway, Genasi, that too. You see You see a cabinet full of rings and bracelets, very fine jewelry. So far, you don't see anyone else in the store.
Are any of the busts my mom?
No.
Oh, that's a shame. They really should have one of my mom. She's like the most important woman in this town. I'm just saying. I don't know about this place, guys.
She's slightly scary, but pretty awesome.
Oh no, she's terrifying. But like that bone structure.
I don't live with her. What I've seen of her, it was a scare vibe from her.
But like I got my cheekbones from her. You see, like she'd make a great bust for in here.
Sure.
It totally would.
What do you guys want to do? You're so far still all alone inside the shop.
Is there like a bell to ring or?
Yeah. I was gonna...
You see a little bell on the front counter.
Oh, Rush knows how that works. We'll grab the bell and...
Are you
how
just like
this
super
works.
annoying with it?
and then set it down. But it's that long.
Okay. After the ringing of the bell fades, a moment passes, and then from the back you watch as a older, bluish, kind of like the color of Lindsay's background on their skin, emerge. Very old, kind of walks with a little hobble, gray hair. You notice a lot like you see how blue Rush is, and again you compare this to the Rush to this person, and you notice there's very different features. You notice they have similar features to Somri, and like the slight orcish tusks, but aged, kind of the pointed orcish ears, but still also you see resemblance to Rush at the same time. And you hear him go, "Yes, how may I help you? Welcome to Hammerhead Smithy. I am Hammerhead Smith, owner, operator."
I'll hold up the job posting. Again.
Stop.
Exactly like I did before. We heard you needed help.
Oh, yes, you're here to gather and inquire about some sapphires I require.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. All you need to do is head atop the Sapphire Waterfall on the north end of town. That is where we get all our sapphires for our fine accoutrement. I require about 20 sapphires to make some jewelry and various prizes for the Ocean Mother Festival. Preferably have them to me tonight so I can finish my projects.
Is
of
there a
course.
size preference of the sapphires? Like, what are we looking for in terms of size?
You watch
do you
as
need
he...
like this big? This big?
You watch him
As
kind
big
of
as your
go
face!
over and reach under the cabinet and pull out a tiara that is absolutely gorgeous. It's various seashells with some fine fishnet like engraved into it, and you notice some quarter size sockets. And he's like, all I need is some sapphires to fit in these holes. So, and he holds up, and he's like, about this big. I need to finish this crown, which this crown alone takes 5. This is the most important piece. I need to make definitely this piece, so at least 5, but 20 is preferable, please.
All right.
What time do you close?
I will be here all night. I'm
Okay.
a little behind because, as you can see, my frail body, I cannot climb up the waterfall like I used to. I used to harvest all my own sapphires.
And we got some like lazy people here. If like you're just now getting help, it's crazy.
He, now that he has a full moment to hear you talk and like sees you. Well, Yarvis, you understand the festival is incredibly busy time. I'm really surprised I've gotten any replies at all. And to think, if I had to tell your mother we wouldn't have the Ocean Mother crown for the opening ceremony and the closing ceremony, I don't want to think what she would do. And as he says that, you don't get a sense that he's afraid of her. You just get a sense like he doesn't want to let her down and let people down who are here for the festival. You definitely get this air that the festival's incredibly important to this town.
Back, sir.
All right, well, sure, yeah, we can go get some. Is there like anything weird? Like, okay, so we went to the jungle the other day, and there were like crazy dinosaurs. Are there any crazy dinosaurs at the waterfall, man? You gotta tell me. It's entrapment if you don't.
He thinks a moment and he's like, as far as I know, there's no deadly beasts up there. It's mainly just kind of a treacherous climb to the top. Slippery rocks up the skeleton crag rock face is your biggest threat. But like I said, it's been many months and years since I've been able-bodied enough, so it could change. I usually hadn't needed to worry about it over the last few festivals since I've had a steady supply, but I've had, this has been our biggest income of visitors to the festival. I've run low on supplies.
Gotcha.
Who do you usually have collect them for you?
Various newcomers to town. I always post a job. But like I said, I've had such a big stockpile
For sure.
that I wasn't too worried about it until about last month when I realized I was incredibly low.
Well, hopefully that bodes well for us that nobody's been collecting them out there and they're easy to find.
They should be. You'll notice they are strikingly blue in the sense of bluer than the very sky above us. They almost in the midday. Yes.
Do we have to dig them out, pick them out, or are they just in the water?
Usually they seem to grow in the water. So I'm assuming I haven't seen you two before here. I'm obviously very, very familiar with Yadras here, but I take it you two are new to the island, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So the way that these sapphires are formed is it kind of has to do with the way the island itself was formed. Is you see that waterfall. Actually, once you climb up it, and if you were to follow it further up the waterfall and upstream, you would see that it comes to a massive geyser. That the tallest peak on the northern ridge is in fact a gigantic geyser of natural hot spring water. And what happens is the chemicals and the whatnot in the water, as it boils up from the sea, mixes with the rock elements, and the crystals begin to form from the pressure and the heat. And by the time it gets to the waterfall, which is usually the most pristine place to gather these sapphires, it is very cool, but still warm, like lukewarm. So usually in the water, and in fact, since you asked, I do actually have, and he kind of leans down, opens some drawer. You see him lean down, and you hear some shuffling as he pulls out 3 hand pickaxes. He's like, these will help you get them out, I believe.
Okay,
Perfect.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Solid.
Excellent.
Rush will stick the pickaxe in their belt loop, just like
Love it.
shunk.
Yeah.
I'm going to put mine in my bag.
Perfect. And as always, with my shop, if you have any strange or unusual gemstones, I am quite a purveyor as well.
Actually, I'm gonna look to Aurora. Should we see if he can identify the black stone?
Oh no.
We can't hear you.
Favor?
She's whispering
No?
very quietly. Yes.
Oh, now we can.
Okay. Apparently, I was too far away. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Maybe after we do the job, then he.
I mean, but if we do it now, he might be able to give us the information by the time we get back.
Oh, true. Yes, let's do that.
While they're talking, to kind of cover up the fact that they're whispering, Rush is gonna just real quick be like, "Oh, and dude, it's Rush. Just call me Rush. I prefer that, please, rather than, Rush."
Very well, Rush. You
Thank
can call me H.
Solid H-Man.
So, Mr. Smithy, we do have something that needs identifying, and I will pull it out of my bag and show it to him.
Okay. You got also metagame wise, you guys do have that sanguine ruby as well.
Oh, that's right.
That lesser one.
I'll pull that out too.
Okay.
Let me just see both of them. That's the
You
same.
see his eyes kind of instantly kind of get big as he sees you pull out the sanguine ruby, and he goes, How'd you acquire this? And he points to the ruby first. He's not at all concerned with the black stone yet. Where these?
We were on a ship that was attacked by things, and this was something that was on them.
Strange. I haven't seen any of these out of the. Who did I say had those? One sec. Let me look at my own notes here.
I don't remember.
I know. I got it in my notes though. It's okay. Go to the lore page on Discord. By the way, all of you watching, we do have a official Practical Heroes Discord. You should totally come join us and say hi.
Join us.
Visit practicalheroes.com for the link. I believe it was them. Yep. He looks at this ruby and he holds out his hand and asks, like, "May I hold it, please?"
Oh, of course. Yeah. I'll
You
put both of them
see
like
him-
on top of
Okay.
like the counter or whatever that's
Okay.
there.
You see him looking over and twisting the sanguine ruby, and you notice as he turns it in the light, this ruby turns very different shades of red constantly, and you almost at a hint see like a crackling magical energy in it. He's like, I haven't seen any of these outside of the Vutha Empire in years. Crazy. If you're interested in selling this, I would be much, much interested in buying. And he sets it down. As for this other one, it is a beautiful piece.
I'm happy. We're
carved.
happy to like leave it here with you. Your shop is clearly reputable, and you know, ooh,
We
will
just
do
need
some
some
research
information
on
on
this
it.
Blackstone.
right.
Understand. I can't. Even though I am a purveyor of range and strange gems and stones and minerals like that, I can't guarantee I will have an answer. It looks incredibly unique, but I will do my best.
Excellent. Well, we'll leave it here while we go attempt to find you some sapphires.
Yep. Oh, H,
Yes.
as is the way of our people. You mind writing these ladies a receipt for what they're dropping off?
Oh, absolutely.
Thank
And
you, man.
He quickly grabs
Marge.
a piece of paper, parchment, and writes a receipt that says, in return for harvesting 20 sapphires from atop the waterfall, payment and contribution will be goods and services. Basically, it's not a bill of sale, obviously, but a very like contracty type thing. Like, you do this for me, I will do this for you type thing. Like,
Perfect.
I will reward you for gathering these things.
Yeah. But also that they're leaving the 2 gems and what
Yeah,
they
it's like the
Yeah.
deposit part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This town is big on paperwork, so I figured.
It's true.
As per the custom of my people.
Yeah.
All the paperwork.
As is the way, you know.
Is Aurora
the
and Summer still wearing their school armor?
I would not be at this point. I'm not going to walk through town fully armored.
Okay.
I would. But that's
Okay.
because.
That's fair.
Well, and yeah, the
differences.
shopkeep kind of notices the armor on Aurora and goes, "Ma'am, if you ever want to get rid of or improve the armor, may I recommend Blackfire Blacksmith? That piece you have on, they would be highly interested in, I believe."
Are they in town?
Yes, they're in the dock part of town. You can't miss them. In fact,
All
most
right.
people actually confuse my business with theirs.
What was it called again?
And I
Blackfire?
Blackfire Blacksmith. That what's that literary term where it's the same
An
letter for
alliteration.
words? There you go. That's it.
It's not the same one that does the ship repairs that they already had moments
No.
with, right? No, okay.
No. The ship repair place is just the dock master.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it was just the dock master that they freaked out. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, solid. That won't bite you in the butt.
Please, no.
You've got Rushable with you. It's fine.
We've got Rushable. What could go
Rushable solves
wrong,
everything.
right?
Yes.
God, that name. I love it.
Leaving there, I would like to turn to Aurora. You know, we have the 2 sets of armor from Theo and Jordan. They currently
But
are
I was
unusable.
thinking we could
because-
sell or
What I'm wondering is if the right blacksmith took them and perhaps added to them and then was able to recreate the runes, maybe looking at ours, we might be able to get one that could fit Rush. It may not be something that we might be able to accomplish here on the island, but it is possible we could maybe repurpose it.
True. Then she wouldn't have to worry about getting armor herself.
Exactly. And even if because I know that the material that they're made of is pretty rare, but even if with both of them combined on the front end, maybe utilizing that part of it with a lesser material on the back end. I'm just thinking at some point we might be able to do that with them.
Yeah, we'll have to stop by there because honestly, maybe they can improve mine somehow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we'll keep that in mind.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys wrap up at the Hammerhead Smithy, which leaves the Dovetail Inn left.
Which is also down
On
in the
the-
docks, right?
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah.
They're really close. As you guys begin to head your way down, you will pass the guard shack if you do want to stop and grab your permits and stuff real quick.
Perfect.
We probably should do that. Yes.
I'll wait out here.
You guys find it relatively easy. You don't really have any hassle whatsoever as you gather the permits you need, all filled out in, and you see Dorman's handwriting on them. And then you guys finish making your way to the Dovetail Inn. What you see as you begin to come close is what you see before you is a small, humble 3-story building, wood building, painted in a light lavender color with a flat style roof, a wooden porch patio. It has one barred window on the side of the door with various other windows on the upper floors, and a reinforced wood door on the offset side to the left side of the building. As you guys head in, you notice the door has a very small, quiet creak as it opens up. It's one of those heavy door creaks, just needs a little oil on the hinges, you'll be fine type thing. You open it to see a quiet tap room inside. The walls are painted plaster. The floors are unfinished hardwood. Not necessarily a grungy looking thing. It's a quaint little rustic vibe setting you're getting. To your left as you enter is a sturdy classic wooden bar. You see two bartenders behind the bar, a server arguing with a customer in the middle of the room. The room is brightly lit by various hooded lanterns. The seating, there is only seating at the bar right now available. It's a bustling bar and tavern and inn. Across the room, you see a straight staircase leading to the next floor. And then finally on the wall near the right corner, there is a reinforced wooden door. Whole bunch of info.
We should go up to
was.
the bar and maybe talk
Okay.
to the barkeep
Yeah,
about it.
that seems like a
You
good idea.
see two, again, people that look like Aurora. They don't look like Rush or Mo
They
and
look like
Joe.
Aurora.
Yeah.
Ooh,
If you
They're
couldn't
all
tell, looking like
clones.
Aurora is code for humans.
What? Color me shocked. I had no idea. You're a
Well,
human?
I'm
You've
just
been a
making sure.
human all this time?
Aurora's not a human.
No, I know. But
Okay. Spoilers. Just kidding. But you see two, middle to late 20 aged humans kind of making some drinks. One of them's down at the far end of the bar talking to a customer making a drink, and the other one's like, "Oi, what can I get ya? Welcome to Dovetail Inn. My name's Seamus."
I'll point to Sabri to hold up the thing.
it's just
Oh.
like,
Oh yeah, it hurt with the thing.
we saw this. You need help. We're helpers.
I mean, to be totally fair, I don't need help. It's our
Look at
boss who
that.
needs
It's
help.
just my face on a notepad.
It's a wanted poster all of a sudden.
Help.
Get it now at redbubble.com. No.
You can get it on a mug, on a pillow, on a t-shirt, whatever you desire.
All about that merchandise, baby.
We'll throw it straight on Redbubble. It's
Yeah.
You hear Seamus respond with, "Oh, you're here to help with the food gathering, are ya?
Yes.
All right, one sec, let me go get my boss." And you see him disappear, and within a few minutes comes back, and he is followed by another human, another male human who's, again, midlife, kind of strong, built, stoic-looking figure, and he goes, "Oi, you here to gather some food?"
Yes.
Yes.
dope.
Perfect.
What kind of food
And he-
specifically?
And where do
Oh,
you
it's
need us
just
to go?
So you're going to be going, if you do decide to do this, you're going to be going on the east end of the island, which would be over here.
Behind your head.
Yeah. Over near the northern part of Sharkfin Cove. That's where various fruits and vegetables that we like to cook up for the festival grow mainly, and we just need about 5 bushels collected. We handle the catering for the opening food, so we're just trying to make sure our stock supply is good.
Right. The little frog dude tribe was to the east also, right? But like further to the east.
No, the frog people were to the west.
Oh, to the
They're
other
over
way.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, over.
I thought they
over,
were.
like, yeah, that
Oh,
I
it's
need to figure. They were over here.
Okay.
Yeah,
You need a pointer. One of those, like,
I really
slap
do.
on the...
I need
All right.
I need my mouse pointer on it so I can be like, hey, this is where it's at.
Do you guys have any like baskets or like fancy bags or anything we can like put the stuff in?
You know, actually we do. We have some. Yeah, one sec. And he turns and walks back to one of the. You see him actually cross the room to the right end to the more reinforced door, and you hear him kind of like as he opens it up, and you see it's just a storeroom back there, and you watch as he pulls 3 bags off the shelf and closes the door, locks it back up, and he goes, "Here you go. This should each one of these bags should hold more than 5 bushels.
Okay.
That's what? How?
The 3 bags.
They're magically enchanted. How else?
That's awesome!
Naturally.
Bags of
Almost like it's a
food
bag of
holding.
holding.
Bags of food holding.
That's
Rush,
dope,
don't you have
man.
one for your special herbs?
I do, but it only holds herbs.
Okay.
And there's not really a deadline on this mission, this job.
It's a mission. You heard it here first.
It's not a quest. It is a quest. With these bags, it's able to keep food fresh for days. So once you get them, as long as you're here before the festival starts, preferably the full day before, it would be much appreciated.
Okay.
Solid. Thanks, man. Seamus, we should party sometime. You keep saying we're gonna, and we haven't.
I always invite you, but you never show up, Rush. I mean, maybe the invite gets lost in the mail, and I mean, no offense, your mom is kind of scary. I don't want her to see the invites. I know she thinks I'm the rough crowd.
That's true.
There has to be a better way of getting the invites to Rush. Like, leave it behind the mailbox underneath the rock that looks like a skull. I'll check there every day at 3:30 p.m. When the sun
I never
hits
thought
the
of that
tip
before.
of the horizon.
I tell you what, Rush. Party.
Yeah.
2 nights from now, my place. You know where it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
hell
I
yeah.
told you
Can
in
they come
person.
too?
Yeah. Oh, more the merrier.
Hell yeah.
Heck yes.
Better write it down. Party at Seamus's. It's going on
What?
the agenda.
What time is it now? Yeah.
About this time,
Yeah.
it is close to noon.
Yeah,
It's still morning-ish, but it's about noonish.
Oh, hey, can we get like a to-go meals? We've got shit we gotta do, man.
Oh yeah. What do you want? Do you want the house special?
Yeah, sounds great.
Perfect. Give us about 10 minutes. There'll be 3 house specials for you. You
A
see him
delight.
turn and walk away to the kitchen. And
Right.
do you guys do anything in the 10 minutes, or do you just wait?
Discuss what we're going to do besides the squid egg, because we got to be there before dark. Or by dark. Half hour
True.
before they close. So what did we want to do? Do we want to go get the sapphires? Or do we want to go try to... Because it is noon now. And we have to go clear north to the waterfall to get the sapphires.
I mean, looking at the map, aka behind Jordan's head, it looks like that is just, it fits perfectly like a halo
Really does.
around your head. It's like it was quite perfect.
Yeah.
So where are we right now? We're over...
I mean, we've hoofed it around town pretty fast. Like, it can't actually be that far.
Yeah, the town, you guys have noticed, the main reason it's taking you kind of so long getting through the crowds and stuff is part of it is Rush is showing you all the cool shit in town. He's like, oh yeah, this over here is this over here is this, blah, blah, blah. But also, this town is incredibly crowded. Like, Rush, you would know, like H had said, this is the busiest time of year for this town. The Ocean Mother Festival draws almost multiple thousands of people into this quaint little paradise town. Yeah. People are sleeping on the boats out in the harbor because there's no room at the ends. Like it's not, you're not having to like force your way through people. At least you weren't yesterday, but it's starting to like every day more and more people are like in the streets.
All right.
But to get where you guys are at now, to get like if you do the waterfall, it would take you about an hour or so to get to the waterfall and possibly climb it. Like I would say like 2 hours to get to the top of the waterfall.
How long would it take if I turned into a horse and they rode on my back?
You could get to the waterfall within 30 minutes.
Okay, ladies, I want to pitch you an idea. All right.
Hit me with it.
I'm thinking we hit up the waterfall first. I could turn into a horse. We'll get there like so fast. And then we'll do the waterfall stuff. And then I'll turn into a horse again. And we'll hoof it to where the fruits and shit are, right? And then as long as I get like a solid like hour nap in there, hoof it again. Boom. Right back to town.
You can nap while we're looking for the sapphires.
Hell yeah.
I love it.
I just need to like chill out. Like I could stay a horse and chill at the same time. It's like the perfect plan.
Yeah. I think there's nothing wrong with nothing can possibly go wrong here.
I love it.
I just think the waterfall probably is going to take us the longest to do because we do have to climb.
Right.
So yeah.
But if we knock it out first.
Exactly.
Knock it out first.
Exactly.
Also,
that's what I'm saying.
There is a possibility that they've come down the waterfall, right? And pooled. Maybe, I don't know. We could check.
I could check the bottom
first.
Yeah, while we climb up and get up there.
That works. And about this time, as you guys finish discussing the plan, Seamus comes back out with 3 house specials kind of neatly wrapped up. And he's like, here you go. 3 house specials on the house.
Oh,
thank you.
Thanks.
Oh, dude, thanks so much. Can I bring
mark
anything to the party?
Well, you know, Rush, we always know you got that fine emerald grass. Enough to go around would be much appreciated.
You got it, man.
You guys can each mark down 1 ration on your inventory.
Perfect.
Just checking real quick to see how big of a horse I can be right now.
How tall can I be?
I think a war horse?
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe a draft horse. Let me see.
Draft horse would be, yeah.
All right. While you are looking up that, Lindsay, right here
I
is where
can
we'll
be
go
a
ahead and
draft
take
horse.
our break for tonight.
Okay.
We
I'm
will
gonna
meet back.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just saying I'm gonna find like a ridiculous picture of a draft horse for this.
Gotcha.
So you know what Rush looks like.
Appreciate it. Okay, perfect. We will meet back at 9:30. How's that sound? So in 15 minutes.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. For all of you watching at home, we will meet back in 15 minutes. Feel free to leave any questions you have for us after the break. We will be back shortly. I'm going to try and get the audio issue figured out, so it'll be nice if that happens. All right. We'll see you back in a little bit. Where is it? Sorry about that feedback, guys. Sorry about that feedback, guys. Sorry about that feedback, guys. I don't even know what's doing this right now. Sorry about that feedback, guys. What the fuck? I don't even know what's doing this right now. Oh my goodness. Oh, I wonder.
If we want to get real dumb, Rush can be a giant seahorse and just swim up the stream. If we want to get real dumb, Rush can be a giant seahorse and just swim up the stream.
I definitely like that idea.
Question though is, how deep is the stream?
That is a good question. I feel like Rush would know because Rush would have tried it multiple times by now.
Just a bag of chips.
That's all.
It was just the way you were holding it in the face.
I know, like-
Thinking, chips.
Your bag of chips. got more Dr. Pepper. It's all I ever want. But I want to drink it out of a cup with a straw.
I right now have a big bottle of Mountain Dew that I'm drinking. I don't normally drink this, but I got it while I was out today.
Mountain Dew's good. Diet Dr. Pepper is my lifeblood. Yeah.
I love Dr. Pepper.
It's my favorite.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Listen to those bubbles. Can you hear them?
No
Easy
music. Though?
fizzy. No music.
No music.
Only the sound of carbonation in
And
this
your heart
household.
breaking.
And Jordan's heartbreaking, yeah.
This though, I do like this now. The zero.
Oh yeah, I haven't tried it yet. I need to.
It tastes the same. Same as
So-
Dr. Pepper.
They had Dr. Pepper 10 for a really long time, and I liked that a lot. But also, I don't like things that are super sweet, which is why I actually like Diet Dr. Pepper. It's not as sweet.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to try Zero. I just haven't done it yet.
It tastes exactly like Diet Dr. Pepper to me.
Delicious.
All right. I still can't figure out the music, so that's okay.
Hates us. What was the question?
But you guys can hear me, so I guess that's what's important, right? And you can hear them, the other players.
Chess?
Do I?
I need to figure out how to make myself louder.
Yeah.
Do I? Am I?
I don't know. I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm about to open this bag of chips.
I do
Here's
have
my
it
mic.
slightly closer. I'm almost hugging it. I'm almost hugging my mic.
Just hug that.
I'm going to.
Just get right up on it.
Right here, like
Just right
this.
there. Yeah.
Right there.
We'll just-
Okay.
We'll do the rest of the session this close, all of
Oh.
us.
That
We'll all
sweet
crew-
velvety sounds of
Hello.
Vuuldonia.
Welcome.
Sweet noises of Vuuldonia by Starlight.
Welcome to Vuuldonia by Starlight. We're really happy to have you on our stream today. We'd like to thank all of our returning guests and returning patrons.
We'll get
And
the
also-
recipe for sweaty balls for you here shortly.
I'd also like to welcome any new people to our channel. My cat is staring at me because I have chips.
This will be our new shtick to get listeners. Is we do the whole
Yeah.
broadcast.
Just like this.
Hey, hey guys, we're here.
On Midnight's
Alright.
jams with us.
So you guys have.
It's time for
Midnight.
it's time for slow rock. Ooh,
some of that jazz.
sweet
music.
NPR vibes with an SNL reference.
So you guys have inquired about all three jobs.
We have.
We
a
sure have.
possible game plan of
Mm-hmm.
your order of attacking the jobs. So what do you guys want to do?
Did we discuss the order of attacking the jobs? Maybe
Yeah.
we did.
We're gonna do sapphires first.
That's
and
right.
then we were gonna go food. And then
Do it.
Yeah.
I concur.
All right. Then Rush will shift into a giant warhorse.
Oh yeah.
So you guys are going to try and get both jobs done before you do the kobold one.
We're
Or
gonna-
not kobold
well,
one, sorry.
We're gonna at least try to
Kobold's
finish.
on the brain.
We're gonna at least try to get one job done before it's too late to do the other one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy
We'll-
enough.
We'll
We can do that.
judge.
Yeah.
See where we're at.
Perfect. Easy enough. All right. Are you holding your cat back? Is that what you're doing?
No, he's licking my fingers.
I love it. All right. Rush turns into a warhorse. Does Rush do anything cool before they like wild shape and stuff?
I don't know about cool, but Rush will be like, "Okay, guys, you're gonna love this. This is like really, really neato." And steps back, and it's just like,
You're
okay,
outside before you wild shape, yes.
oh yeah, totally. It's a housebroken druid. you know. And just sort of does like a hands in front of the face, like now you see me, now you don't, except for when they drop their hand, they just turn into a horse.
Perfect.
And fun fact about horses, when they do the little rearing thing, they always fart. So
Amazing.
yeah, that's just what happens no matter what. So Rush does a little rearing thing, and you do hear a horsey fart. It ruins the majesty of the moment, but I love the realism.
I dig it.
Worst part is
Alright.
I know the sound.
Yep.
You guys watch as, Rush wild shapes into this majestic horse. You climb on and you take off north. What kind of, what's the color scheme of this horse that Rush turns into?
It's a darker, smoky, bluish gray with like the fur at the hooves.
Okay. Kind of
Yeah.
like Clydesdale-y.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay. Perfect. Abracadabra horse, Nathan.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
All right, you guys climb atop Rush. Rush takes off. Is Rush excited and just bolts off, or do you kind of start slow and then pick up speed?
Rush would kind of trot in place for a second just to give them an idea of the movement, and
Okay.
it would start moving forward slow, but as soon as it felt like they kind of had a gauge, and of course
Perfect.
there's no gear involved. It's just a horse, so they're having to hold on to mane and really hang on with their thighs and stuff until we get a magical transforming saddle
Summary.
gear.
Summary. Lean
Perfect.
forward,
We
grab
know
her
somebody's
neck.
got them strong thighs, so she is strong calf work.
If they had
I am on this horse and I am
Okay.
not getting off.
Yeah, no.
So-
Summary.
if you have
lean,
any rope, you
lean
could
forward. Yeah.
kind of go under
Yeah.
the belly.
So
Wrap your
within
arms around her
30
and I'll get your way.
minutes, well within an hour, you guys reach narrowly, people moving out of your way, jumping out of the way as you rush through town. Haha, see what I did there? Horsing around. Haha, did it again. You guys make your way to the foot of the falls. And what you see before you is a very tall, majestic waterfall. The water is vibrant blue as it crashes down. And you notice where it crashes down, the water is crystal clear. You can see all the way to the bottom of this pool that it collects in. So you guys are at the foot of the waterfall. What do you want to do?
Can I see if I see any rubies at the foot of the waterfall?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Can I assist for advantage?
Are you proficient in investigation?
Yes.
You are?
I am. Yes.
Then yeah, she can roll with advantage, or you both can roll.
What's
Rush,
your
well, oh, go ahead.
what's your modifier? I have a +4, so I'm gonna roll 2. Unless you've already rolled, then it's great.
17.
It's pretty good.
Okay. If you want to leave with that 17, we can totally leave it with that.
Yeah.
And
as
Rush
you
is gonna
begin-
dip their horsey head into the water and get refreshed. That's how Rush is spending their time.
I like it. As you begin to kind of look, Aurora, you notice there's various different little crabs and fish that swim in the pools and whatnot. You see a couple small, sparkling things in the water. You'd have to get in to see what they were fully, but you haven't. You get the assumption that there's definitely something shiny down in there.
Like I would, or could Zomri wade into it?
Either or. I'm just saying what you see is that. So either Sommer can go in, you can go in.
I see some shinies down there.
All right,
Do you
here I
wanna
go. Jumping in.
Okay.
It's happening.
Perfect.
Doing the thing.
You jump in, nice
Jump
little
in.
splash as you do. And as you begin to swim down, let's see, what's your, I believe it's Constitution modifier for swimming if you can't breathe underwater?
I cannot. I can try to breathe underwater.
Please
We
don't.
can
What's
find
your-
out what
what's your con-
happens.
What is your con modifier?
A 1.
All right, so that means like a solid minute, right?
Yeah, it's I think it's 1 minute plus your con modifier, so like you could hold your
Okay,
breath
so-
for 2 minutes, which is insane, but this
That's
is
a
easy.
long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a long time. You begin to swim down, and again, it's surprisingly bright underwater with how clear it is. And some glittering objects catch your eye, and you begin to swim over to them, and you see encrusted in the rock is a small blue gemstone.
I grab it. Or I have my. No, I don't. So I go back up, grab the pickaxe out of my bag because I did not dive with that. And then I go back down.
Smart choice.
Thank you.
All right.
I
go
try
ahead
to
and give me-
manhandle it out of the rock. I just shake it really hard and hope it comes out.
Do you like shake weight it? Shake weight it? Is that what you do?
Oh, yeah. Cue that
I love
Brad Pitt.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
This is with my pickaxe, right?
Yeah, so with your strength modifier. No proficiency bonus.
A 20. Dirty.
Damn. You somehow are able to nestle your feet in some other rock, and so you don't float. You kind of use your free hand to anchor yourself down as you just somehow manage to cut through this water and connect in right the perfect spot. And you watch as the sapphire kind of begins to crack and then slowly begins to sink down as it breaks free from the rock.
A plus. Right.
And as you catch it, you look in your hand and you see it's actually a decent sized one. Judging from the size of it and recalling what Hammerhead had said about the sizes he needs, you think this counts as about 2.
Ooh, delightful.
Do you want to still look down in there if there's anything else?
Mm-hmm.
Give me an investigation check.
A 23.
23. All right. You begin to look around and you don't see any more blue gemstones around, but you do see a few pieces of copper, a few pieces of gold, and various other shiny metals.
I'll grab the shinies that I can find and bring them up to the surface.
Perfect. You find a total of 10 gold pieces. You find 30 copper pieces.
Okay.
And 3 shiny silver spoons.
We can each have a silver spoon. And I had.
I think Rush was born with a silver spoon in
Oh,
him.
100%.
All the way.
All the way. And then the equivalent of 2 sapphires, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm keeping track of our sapphires.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Unless somebody else wanted to. Because we needed, what, 20?
Yeah, I've got a little chart.
They requested
perfect.
20, but they need at least 5 for their most important item.
I mean, I figured since Rush is a horse right now, I could help by like checking off how many things
Okay.
we have.
That works.
two clops.
Nothing else
Alright.
down there, Summary? You didn't see anything else besides what you brought up?
Here's all
You
the
see
things.
Summary hold up the
Okay.
gold and all this stuff.
It looks like we're gonna have to go up.
Definitely. There wasn't very much down there.
Okay.
But we have some things.
Yes. And up we go.
And before you guys start to climb, you see to the left of the waterfall what looks like a not well traveled, but people have definitely tried to climb. Rush would recognize it as the skeleton crag rock face, because as you begin to look at it, the rock itself begins to make natural formations that look like bones and almost like jagged skeletal hands reaching out that kind of make a path going up this incredibly steep incline. So for those that are gonna try and climb, I need a acrobat. No, it'd be athletics because it's climbing, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I need an athletic check. There are various ways you can, if you guys have rope, other things like that, ways to jam into cracks, stuff like that can make these DCs easier. One thing you'll notice as you begin to climb is the rock face, the crag is very wet due to the being next to the waterfall. And it is also in certain spots covered with some moss and various other stuff.
Okay.
But also vines and just various different things grow on this rock face.
All right.
All right, Rush will shift back from being a horse because that's not going to be particularly helpful at the moment. And we could go one at a time. I've got enough blunts to it'll last for like a minute. But I can only do like one person at a time.
That's fine with me. Just shuffle up there.
How tall does this look?
About
Like, can I judge how tall this is?
give me a perception check.
Where are you? Perception. There you are. That'd be a 19.
It is definitely well over 80 feet tall. It's a climb.
Okay. I have 50 feet of rope. How much
do I?
we could tie it together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody's gonna need to go up there though and get it up there. Probably.
I'll go first.
Okay.
All right. So you guys pull out the rope, tie it together, so you have 100 feet total.
Yes.
So it leaves you access to tie it off to stuff if you need. All right, Aurora, since you are heading up first give me a survival check to see where you think the best starting point to climb would be.
That'd be another 19.
Perfect. You kind of scan the wall real quick and you see a few stone outcropping, small little stone outcrops that definitely form like a natural ladder, and you're like, oh, that's gonna be the perfect spot to start. You begin to move up. Go ahead and give me an athletics check, please.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You've done this before, it seems like. You guys watch as Aurora kind of shakes her body a little bit before she begins to climb, and almost with kind of like an unnatural ease, just kind of makes her way up a little bit. You see her kind of stop every now and then, look for a handhold, finds one. Very meticulous thinking with her movement. After a few seconds, you're about halfway there. Go ahead and give me another athletics check. Rush and Somri, give me a perception check, please.
Okay.
17.
Okay. What'd you get, Somri?
Natural 20.
Okay, Rush.
25.
Okay, you guys are able to just be locked on to Aurora the entire time. You're able to visually see exactly where she's putting her hands and her feet. You see your Rush specifically with a little bit higher check there. And what is your total with the natural 20?
24.
Okay, yeah. So both of you definitely
Yeah.
are able to notice various characteristics in the handholds to where like you're in your mind making a map of like, okay, there's this move, this move, this move, this move. So you're confident. And with Aurora, with your 17, you reach out to grab and you stop yourself because you notice it's a mossy covered rock and you're like, oh, that's not going to work. And you find another one and you begin to move a little bit closer to the waterfall now. And you begin to make your way back up within the next few short minutes. Aurora, you reach the top just fine.
Okay, I'm going to try to find the sturdiest spot I can tie this rope off.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Well, that's a natural 20, so 22.
Good Lord. Of course, the skill check's like the easiest thing ever.
My dice, it loves me. This loves
That's
me.
good. That's good. You look around real quick, and before you know it, you see, like, almost instantly, you see a big hunkin' tree that should be more than enough to anchor down.
All right, I'm going to tie it off
I
there.
will, however, need a sleight of hand check for that not work.
Okay. Sleight of hand.
Aurora's getting all the rolls.
Yeah. Hey, Samri, did you want to hit this before you go up?
Yeah.
That would be a 17.
I just want one bad roll on this because I want someone to slip. Not die, just slip. It's okay.
Sorry.
You slip and take X amount of bludgeoning damage as you
From-
fall and hit the
From being
ground.
on the ship for 2 weeks and working with Monarch and whatnot, you learned you learned at least one solid knot work to tie into a rope, and he even explained this is a really good holly knot. It's sturdy. It's not going to come undone. And you tie it and you throw the rope over the edge. And within a few moments after Samri and Rush, you watch as Aurora disappears way up high and disappears over the top. You watch as the rope comes soaring down.
Right.
All
I
right.
don't want to be right in the path of a rope coming down. That could hurt.
It misses you guys. Don't worry.
Raise.
Yeah.
Well, I know. Slap. Ah! Rope burn. Ah.
All right. Sam, who's ever climbing up first, go ahead. And
Well,
give me
I'm
an
going to
athletics check.
take a hit of Rush's delightful guidance.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And rolling athletics. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and I have to roll that 1d4. Do, 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 do. Oh yeah, 22.
Motherfucker. I'm really happy you guys are so natural at this, but like, man, come on. All
Well,
right,
just
perfect.
wait. There's still me.
I know. Rush is gonna be like natural ones. the whole
Rush
way.
is like, I was a horse just a second ago. How do I use my arms?
Yeah.
What are fingers? How do
Summer,
I use
you-
them?
You grab onto the rope. You see the same rocks that Aurora started to use, and you just hand over hand begin going, no problem. I'm not even gonna have you roll a second time just because of how good your guys' rolls have been. It's pretty simple. You make your way up. You reach the top. No issues whatsoever.
All right. Well, then Rush's turn. Of course, they will hit their sneak attack before starting up, and oh, yeah, and puts that away. Oh, that was the end. Should repack that. And we'll do. And oh, I hit the wrong thing. Roll. Ooh, a total of 17.
That's okay. Rush, again, you kind of had laser-like focus, which I feel is unusual for Rush sometimes, but for this instance, you're like, I don't want to fall and die. So you were zoomed in. focused in on everything, and you grab the rope again. You are able to make your way up. You get about halfway, and I'm gonna roll myself here real quick. Do I have?
Don't forget, we still have to come back down.
No, that's true.
True. That is very true.
Oh no.
Or actually, I guess I could just have you roll me a d20 real quick, Rush.
All right, man. You got it, God.
Okay. The omnipotent voice in your head.
That'd be at 14. 14
Okay.
bucks.
Okay. You get about halfway, and as you kind of put your foot, still holding firmly onto the rope, you put your foot on this one rock, and your foot slips on the moss a little bit, but not enough to freak you out. You just kind of clinch down on the rope and your other foot that was on a dry rock and continue making your way up. Within a minute or two, you're at the top.
Guys, it's slippery. I don't know if you had any problems, but like I totally slipped there for a second, and I was like, "Whoa, this isn't gonna go well." But then it was fine.
Yeah.
As
those
you guys are
mousy patches are a little rough.
As you guys are now atop of this clearing, you notice there's another small pool in front of this waterfall. Again, crystal clear. You notice there's not very many of the jungle trees up here. It's actually rather wide open. What do you want to do?
Check out the pool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Investigation. All who want to.
Ooh, yes.
18.
I got a 10.
I got an 18.
Okay. Summer, you're
The
taken
water's
in
really
by
pretty.
That too. You're taken in by the breathtaking view of being this high up. As you look out, you're able to see the whole entire town of Sapphire Oasis. You're able to see Sharkfin Cove. You're able to see Sapphire Bay. And now that you're actually looking at it, you can see the resemblance that the island has to arms open, welcoming ships into the bay, and almost like it's encompassing the bay in a hug. You can see the natural rock features almost making it look like hands. And you can just get the sense of why people like it here, basically. You're just kind of in awe at the beauty. Rush and Aurora, you guys... Rush has seen this view probably once or twice, I'm sure, or at least been told about it, seen pictures. Aurora, you kind of look at it a little bit, but you guys look in the pool and you see there's definitely some sapphires in that water. But somehow this pool up here is even deeper than down below.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We got some there's sapphires down there. We probably.
Did you see how beautiful it is out here, though? Like, look at that view.
It's so nice.
Why does nobody live up here?
It's lovely.
Like, I get that the climb is
Probably-
not great, but like, honestly, I would build my house up here. Anyways, okay. Sapphires.
Yes. I see. There's several.
Can she point them out to me? Yeah, if we all go in, no problemo. Upon her pointing them out, do I see them?
Oh yeah, easily.
Okay, great. Time to dive.
Yes. I'll leave my cloak and my backpack and just grab my the pickaxe, but I will leave my armor on.
Perfect.
Perfect. You guys, do you leave Luna up on the shore?
Yeah, because Luna's in the hood, sleeping away. So I'll leave the cloak and the bag up there.
Quill is also not gonna be going diving.
Alrighty.
Unless they feel like changing into something else.
I feel like it's splashing around in a small pool for Quill. It's not going to actually be like full immersion.
I dig it. All right, you
No.
guys all jump in to the lukewarm water. It's not cold. It doesn't take your
Ooh.
breath away or anything. It's very refreshing in the good sense.
Mm.
Aurora, you begin to sink just instantly, just because you are in your armor. So your swim speed, even though you don't have an innate one, I believe would be what is your swim speed if you don't have one? Is it half already?
Yeah.
Okay, so it will basically be half. So it'll be a quarter of your normal walking speed while you're in your
Okay.
armor.
All right, I'm just
So
gonna let
that's
myself
like
sink to the
7.
bottom.
Okay. Ooh, okay. What's your Constitution modifier?
It is a 2.
So you can hold your breath for 3 minutes. Okay.
Yes.
We can do that. All right. Somri
Well, I
and
would let
Rush,
myself
you,
sink to probably the closest sapphire to me, actually.
All right. Rush and Somri, you watch as Aurora just kind of jumps in, puts her hands on her chest, and kind of just lets herself sink a little bit. This eerily calm sense you get from Aurora right here. Aurora, I need you to make a let's go with a dexterity saving throw to see if you can kind of grab at the first sapphire you see so you don't sink all the way to the bottom. I will also need dexterity saving throws from Rush and Somri, please.
That would be a 16.
16? Okay, you're able to, for a second, you're kind of looking around. You've grabbed at a few just miscellaneous rocks and your hand comes loose, and then you finally grab onto one that seems to be a decent size.
Okay.
Just in case you do need to know, Rush has a swim speed and can breathe underwater.
Perfect. I do. That's
It's a
awesome.
delight.
But not in a braggy way. You just
Gotcha.
they
Just-
just get in the
just so
water and
you
they're
know.
just like,
Jordan was over here like, man, I hate that everybody's getting such good rolls. Well, I rolled a 7. So there.
Okay. Rush, roll your dexterity save with advantage because you do have a swim speed.
natural 20 for 22.
All right. Somri, as you have watched Aurora jump in and then Rush jump in, and you watch Rush just like literally a fish in water, just swimming around, no big deal. Somri, you jump in and you are instantly starting to be swept away from the current, careening towards the waterfall.
Don't like that. Even a little bit.
And Rush, you are able to kind of close the distance to begin to help if you so choose.
Oh,
Obviously.
yeah.
If you choose. Or you can let me just slide off the waterfall, careening to the bottom. Careening 80 feet down.
Rush will kick their feet and swim over as fast as they can.
Your swim speed's 30, right?
Perfect.
Yeah. You're able to close the distance. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
Both of us?
And just Rush.
Okay. Save me.
Actually, yeah, Summer, go and give me one too.
12.
12. Ooh.
Ooh, 20. Dirty.
Okay. Summer, you're able, right as you see Rush swim up on you and like reach out their hand and grab onto your wrist and stuff, you put all your might into kicking against the current, and you're able to get some distance in between yourself, and you're able to fight the current. You're not sure how long you'll keep it up because you are trying your hardest.
All right.
Aurora, go ahead and give me. This is all happening above you. You're not even aware of it.
Yeah.
Go ahead if you want that sapphire to give me an attack roll
What do I need
with
to
your
roll for
strength
that?
modifier. Just a d20 with your strength.
Okay.
No proficiency.
14?
14. You struggle for a little bit. You take one swing and you barely connect. You see a few rock chips kind of break off. Then you kind of reposition yourself, anchor yourself with one hand, find some footholds kind of against the wall, and you just bring down the pickaxe a second time, and you get about halfway through on this rock.
Okay.
I need Rush to go ahead and make another strength check, and Samri to make another strength saving throw. This time, the strength saving throw is to see if Samri can keep her legs kicking.
All right. Could Rush use their I think it's control water, but I changed it to clean wave. Cantrip to assist in this. You can change the flow of water as you direct up to 5 feet in any direction. It's not a big change, but it might be
just
enough to like maybe help with the DC.
Yeah, definitely. If Rush uses control water specifically on Samri's, like where Samri's at, it will lower Samri's DC.
That's
Rush's thing is mainly just holding on to Samri as they swim backwards.
Yeah, that's fair. That's the goal, is to. So they will do that, and then for their own strength check, get an 11.
Okay.
Rush is not strong.
Not a strong boy.
No.
Not strong person. What's Samri get?
A 10.
Okay. With a mixture of, does control water require somatic, or is it verbal and whatnot?
I believe it is somatic. Let me double check. Yeah, it's just hand stuff.
Okay. So with a combination of trying to do control water with one free hand, you watch as where Samri's at begins that you see the water like visually begin to change and see waves and wakes underwater. But at the same time, you feel Samri's grasp slipping from your hand, and you have to choose now. Either do I let Samri go and finish control water, or do I stop control water and grab her completely with both hands? And Samri, you are feeling your legs just starting to give out. You're literally kicking with everything you've got.
How I die.
Aurora,
Goodbye.
go ahead and give me another attack roll.
I'm going to fly off this waterfall.
16.
16. With that foothold and everything, you reach that pickaxe back, slam it in, and this sapphire pops loose and begins to slowly float down. You catch it, obviously, and it's about not quite the size of your palm, about half. Judging, again, from what H has told you and looking at it, you think this is probably about 2 sapphires worth.
Okay. I'm going to kick my way back up to the surface.
All right. As you begin to look up, you see Samri struggling not to be taken by the current as Rush is physically like kicking back, holding both of. Actually, I don't know. Did Rush drop trying to do the spell? And
I think just a natural response would be to give up on the spell and grab with both hands.
As Aurora, as you begin to kick up, you watch as Rush grabs Samri's arm with both hands and begins frantically kicking back, trying to keep Samri from getting carried away from the current. You are definitely far away from her. You've sank about a solid 30 feet. This pool is a deep pool. I need another strength saving throw from Samri, and Rush, this time will be a strength saving throw from you. Aurora, you can use your full movement plus a dash, which will get you 15 feet closer.
Okay, that is what I'll do.
Rush, what did you get?
You know how you were wanting really low rolls earlier?
It's low.
You're welcome. Rush got a 3.
Oh no! And Summer got a 15.
I got a 15. Yeah.
Okay. That's Rush. You just you feel the current just for some reason is kind of throws you off as Somri slips from your hands. Somri, you're able though with your hands free, you kind of begin frantically using your hands forward, and you kind of push yourself off to the side, and where there's kind of a small underwater outcropping of rock, and you get pushed against it. You're kind of able to grab hold of it for the moment and not get carried away.
Okay.
Let's see.
If Aurora was around, I'd just grab her because she's heavy, because she's wearing all of that armor. It'd just be
Yes.
like,
Right.
no.
Save me.
Drag me to the bottom with you, please.
Aurora, I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
Or no, sorry, Strength saving throw. Add your Strength saving throw.
Strength. It is 16.
Okay, you start swimming up using your full movement and your dash to get up there, and you realize, like, maybe jumping in this water with my armor wasn't a good idea. You're starting to feel your body get tired, but nothing happens. Samri, with the rock that you're on, now that you're kind of secure, you do see a couple sapphires on the actual outcropping that you're on. Rush, you also notice a few in the various walls and whatnot, and for the moment, it looks like Samri's not going to go careening off the edge to her death.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
Then Rush will switch their focus to the job at hand rather than being useless at helping people from imminent death.
Not useless. You have done the horse thing.
I can be a pony.
Amazing.
Eventually, Rush can be a giant octopus, and then you will brew the day with this water shit.
It's gonna be so good. You can just hold us while we're mining for sapphires.
Perfect.
Next time, when we come back.
Next time.
Yeah.
Samri, are you going to try and take out some
Yeah,
sapphires?
I'd like
All right.
to mine for some of those. Do you want to?
All right,
What do you
go
want?
ahead and give me an attack roll for anyone that's trying to mine a sapphire or two.
With a strength-based attack roll.
Yeah, strength-based with your strength modifier, no proficiency bonus.
Okay, so just a strength check for me.
Yeah.
Nope.
No,
I got
that's a 9.
I got a 2.
Okay.
Oh,
Rush, you just can't. You're kind of focused on swimming a little bit. You just can't get that. You're not used to having to swing anything underwater. You're like, what
Yeah.
the fuck's the point of this? This is weird.
Yeah, technically it would all be at disadvantage anyway.
I feel like you
melee-
expended a
Excellent.
lot of energy trying to
That's-
keep my ass from flying over the side of the waterfall.
Yeah. Rush is tired. Rush might swim to the top and take a chill.
We did.
You know what?
Save it. You should take
Actually-
a nap.
Rush will. After this, Rush is like, nah, this ain't for me, and we'll swim back to the top and get out of the pool and keep watch.
Perfect.
Smart. Samri, you swing, but you're at the same time, the second you have your pickaxe up to swing, you feel yourself kind of get pulled back again by the current, and you're like, oh no, not a good idea. Aurora, you get the 15 feet up, you're a little bit closer. You can still use your full movement and dash to get a little bit closer. If you want to do that, I will need another strength saving throw or constitution saving throw. I feel either one of them are justifiable in this sense.
They're both the same. So. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get back to the surface.
Okay.
I would like to use my channel divinity
Well,
if possible. Also, by the way,
That's a natural 20.
I forgot
Okay.
she was rolling. I'm
You
so
are
sorry.
You're able to. You're good. You're able to push through the pain of your muscles aching from being in this armor and swimming, and you're able to, within no time, get back to the surface. Samri, what is your channel divinity you wanted to use?
It's knowledge of the ages. I can gain proficiency with any skill or tool for 10 minutes.
Okay,
I'd like
you can
to do
gain
that.
proficiency with this pickaxe.
That's what I want.
Perfect. Go ahead and, if you want, roll me. So, Aurora, you have the choice. You can either swim all the way up to the surface, or I will let you help out Samri by essentially helping her be anchored to where she's at, so she can kind of focus more on chipping out sapphires.
I will go help Somri, and then she can drag me back over in my armor.
That's perfect.
Perfect.
I love
All
it.
right, go ahead and give me some attack rolls there, Samri.
Okay. So, with the proficiency, how would you
So
like that to
strength
apply?
So it's still a d20 with your
Right.
strength modifier and your proficiency. And with
Okay.
Aurora helping you by keeping you stable,
Mm,
it's going to lower, essentially, it's lowering the DC.
Are you
Perfect.
proficient in athletics?
no.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I was gonna say that could be a cheat sheet.
I
roll,
know.
but
It's a 10. I know it would be
Okay.
nice if I was, but I am not.
You
Yeah.
kind of, Aurora hasn't quite made it here with this first swing, but you're a little more confident. You kind of push yourself. The way this outcropping is, it's very much like, here's the pool, the wall of the pool, and this rock is kind of almost like a pillar. So you press your back against the wall and like kind of, wedge yourself in there as you swing.
Okay.
You connect on one, and you see it's a very small single-size sapphire.
Okay. Perfect.
And at this time, Rush, you've emerged. You're on the dry land. Does Rush just kind of collapse a little bit for a sec?
yeah, flops on their back and takes a few breaths, and then sits up and goes over to where the gear was stacked up, and just sort of chills out there.
Perfect. Aurora, you reach Samri in no time. So, Samri, go ahead and real quickly give me 3 attack rolls. If they are each over 10, you get at least 1 ruby or 1 sapphire. Basically what you can do.
I got 2 11s and a 22. So,
Okay.
yes, they are.
So Aurora's come up. She's helped you kind of be wedged in there. And those first 2 ones, you pop off 2 more small ones, single-size sapphires. So that's 3 total, plus 2 is 5, plus 2 more is 7. And then that 22, you see this big cluster, and you just, with Aurora's help wedging you in there, you crack into it, and you watch as it just pops loose. And this one is literally almost as big as your head. You're confident that it counts for about 6.
Okay.
Granted, I realize I said that big, so like 6 of those would not equal your head.
I have a very small head comparatively to my body. Just kidding.
So over the next minute, you guys are starting to feel your lungs hurt a little bit. You're still not out of breath yet, but probably need to at least come up for air within the next minute or so. Rush, give me a perception check, please.
$17.
17. All right, you're sitting by the gear. Kind of every now and then you peek into the clear pool to see if everyone's still okay. You see they're making progress. You see them chipping off sapphires. So you let your eyes kind of wander towards the tree line. That's off pretty far in the distance. And that's when you spot it off in the north. You see this hulking figure just moving through the trees. This stark white figure just against the backdrop of the jungle trees sticks out like a sore thumb. Doesn't seem to have noticed you or anything, but you see it moving.
All right. How far are my buddy pals from me right now?
I'd say they're within 30 feet easily.
Okay.
Like judging from into the water and down, they're definitely within 30 feet. I'd say even within 20 probably.
All right. Then Rush is just gonna very quietly and carefully cast pass without a trace
Okay.
to help hide themselves and their watery friends
Perfect.
from detection.
All right. I dig it. I'd like to imagine Rush's pass without a trace is very much a smoky haze appears.
Yeah, very briefly. I personally always do pass without a trace. If anyone is familiar with Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, someone else's problem.
Yeah.
So what it is they're still there. It's just whoever is looking, you just sort of glance right over. It just doesn't stick. It doesn't stick in your mind. Just
Perfect.
yeah, it's somebody else's problem.
As you finish, is it a spell or is it a feature?
It is a spell. It does burn a slot.
Okay. As you finish casting this spell, right as you feel the spell take hold, you watch as the creature off in the distance, you can tell where their head is, stops and kind of scans the horizon a little bit. And you do get a good look at it because it's not moving. You can tell it's a simian of some sort, a rather large one.
Mm-hmm.
You know from living on the island your entire life that there's not many primates or simians on the island at all. And if there are, they're all more on like the southwest part. And they're definitely not stark white.
Yeah.
But you watch as they kind of stop and scan for a little bit, and then they continue moving, and within a few moments they're gone in the dense part of the jungle.
And
go ahead.
Turtle druid dude turned into one, right? So
Yeah. You
Siraj is like, oh, that's one of those. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. You get the sense that you were not 100% sure just because of the distance and the trees, but judging from the size of the white silhouette next to the tree, you're like, oh, I'm pretty sure that's what he fucking showed me.
Yeah.
At this time, Aurora and Samri break through to the surface of the water.
That was my breathing in the air.
Cat Rush is immediately like, dude, no, shh, 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 hey, no, shh. Yeah.
Back, like, partially underwater.
Right. How many stones did you guys get down there?
I think it was 3 and then 6 for me. Is that right, Jordan?
Yeah, you got one that was as big as your head, so that was 6.
Yes.
And then you found 3 single ones. So
right, and then I had the
plus
the 2 from earlier, so it's 11. But I don't know what Aurora's got.
I have one that equals 2.
So we have 13.
Yep. Okay.
Perfect. We're close.
So Rush will. Okay, guys. I totally saw. You remember when Turtle Druid dude turned into the big scary white gorilla thing? I saw one.
Yes.
The gorilla or a turtle druid?
No, the gorilla. I didn't think they were this close to town. I think that's like really bad.
They're not supposed to be this close to town.
Yeah, they're supposed to be like north
and west, I think too. Well, I know your mother sent out guards, but like, oh no, there's gorillas. I mean, we could go after them, although we also have to deliver these.
Like,
I don't know what the priority is.
I mean, like, what if people that's like really close to town. We should maybe just check and make sure it doesn't come closer.
I think it's a good idea.
Like, people could get hurt and shit.
With the town being as full as it is right now, that's a bad idea if it comes in.
Yeah.
So I will say, just for reference as well, you guys are about. So here's the waterfall right here where my finger is. Right?
Yes.
Oh, I got to do this the right way. You guys are about where this bend is, roughly. Ignore like the bend in the river, obviously.
Yeah.
But you're like right there. So
Okay.
you still are close to town.
But
you're
also, there's
not,
an 80-foot drop to your death as well. We can't forget
Yeah.
that.
Like what Rush would know about the geometry, or not geometry, the geology, right? Yeah, geology, that's the right word, of the area is this cliff face here basically goes, that's kind of what this weird wall thing is essentially the cliff face itself, plus some man-made walls. You know that the cliff face doesn't begin to gradually go back to sea level until the end of the wall, essentially. So you would know that the like if the gorilla thing made a beeline from where it's at, it has to go over the cliff.
And gorillas totally can't climb, so it should be fine.
Oh, maybe we just focus on getting the rest of the sapphires.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll take note. That
Yeah,
We'll
'cause we
report
can-
it.
This.
Well, and we can
Yes.
come. I mean, after the guard gets back, we have free reign to go
Yes.
do things.
Exactly.
All right.
Plus, we don't have the provisions to go that far into the
That's
jungle yet.
That's true. Yeah. All right. Valid points, my dudes. Let's keep mine.
All right, over the next like 30-ish minutes, you guys are able to jump back in, taking probably rotating between Rush going in by themselves and then Somri and Aurora going in together. You guys are able to easily find the remaining 7 sapphires that you need.
Excellent. I got a bingo.
Bingo!
Bingo!
What's the prize? All right. So I'd like to see if we can like identify an area where there might be more like bigger sapphire clusters as well. Can we
Okay.
figure that out?
Oh,
Yeah.
a little
give
bonus,
me-
little bonus action.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a investigation check with advantage because you guys have already spent about an hour-ish up here in this pool. Probably a little bit more than that, but time. in
My
D&D
first
is
roll was pretty. Ooh, I got a 21 and a 22.
Yeah, you see towards the mouth of the opening here, or not towards the mouth of the opening. Good Lord, Jordan. You see towards the mouth of the waterfall, right before the water starts to churn and bubble from the current. You see a massive cluster of ruby. You think this thing is easily in comparison with the size of half of Dorman size.
That'd be like a really
Okay.
good Mother's Day gift.
Yeah. Yeah. Then we could prove to her we can go out and do things.
Oh,
Why am
We
I
could-
proving things to somebody's mother who's not even my own? I
What
just
if-
feel responsible.
what if we use the same rope? Because it's like tied really good, right? We just
Yeah.
we tie ourselves, go to there, and then we can't go over the falls because we're tied, and then we get the things and the sapphires and we split them, and it's awesome.
I love it. Let's do it.
Tie me to the end of it. I am a good anchor.
We could probably
Somebody-
just tie it further up though too.
Yeah,
Maybe,
so it's like
if
just
you and all of your infinite weightiness
And all my
drag
armors.
it. Drag it? I don't know.
Gonna go fishing.
Let's go fishing.
Yes.
oh,
I
I could be a horse again. You could tie it to me. I'll just walk up and just like keep the tension.
Yeah, that would work actually. Should we do that? I'm down.
Okay.
I think it's
approve
great.
anything you guys want
It's
to
a
try.
great
so.
idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, give me the
Horse.
Horse, we tie it to you.
All right.
Perfect.
I'll take
Get
the
that
rope and dive in.
Do you do you tie the rope to yourself?
I'm going to tie it around myself so I don't lose it when I go into the water.
All right, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check to check that not work.
Sleight of hand. 19.
All right, again, you're used to the same knot. You tie it up. You put it, you wrap the rope around yourself a few different times. Tie it up tight. You're good to go. You jump in and whatnot, and you let yourself this time get carried by the current, as well as your weight, armor, and before too long, you're at the cluster.
All right.
And
And
Rush
the
makes
rope
sure
is
to
in-
keep. I was gonna say
Go ahead,
Rush
I
makes
was-
sure to keep the tension just at the
Perfect.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Aurora,
Alright.
go ahead and give me an attack roll.
I guess Samri is with Rush, like letting Rush know if
That is a
Things
natural
to
Yeah,
happen.
I'll
20.
help like look down and stuff like that.
A
That's a
natural
natural 20.
Perfect. Go ahead and give me a critical hit roll of a. What's a pickaxe? We'll say a D6 plus your strength modifier. So it's critical. So that's definitely 6 plus 2. So that's 8.
Yes, I got it. That's exactly what I got. Because I
Okay,
rolled a
so,
6.
Okay, so 16. So 12 plus 4, 16 points of damage. You just you kind of use the momentum of the current and your body weight kind of into this pickaxe as you come crashing into it, and you just swing down, and it is halfway broke already off. So give me one more.
That is a 17.
17. All right, go ahead and roll me another D6 with your strength modifier.
Six. Even.
6
It
even.
was-
All right,
Yeah.
and that's with adding your modifier.
Yes. Yes, it
All
is.
You bury that pickaxe in there again, and you watch as some more cracks and stuff and some more debris kind of falls loose. And you even kind of like try to push it to see if you can break the rest of the way. It's still on there. You think maybe one or two more really good connections will get it off.
All right.
giggity.
One more time.
That's 18. 18.
Sweet D6 damage.
These 2, 4. That's 4.
4. All right, you're able to connect, but you just kind of feel yourself. Those first 2 hits just kind of took a lot out of you, kind of keeping your level in the water, just a whole bunch of stuff. You're able to connect, and you can see it didn't do quite as much damage, but you're still making progress.
more
Summer, give
hit.
me a perception check.
Do I need to roll again?
Yes.
Okay.
21.
21?
Yeah.
Okay. As you are kind of looking back and forth between Rush and Aurora in the pool, back and forth, a flash of white crosses your peripherals. Do you turn to see what it is?
Oh yeah.
Okay. It kind of shocks you a little bit. You look and it's in the opposite direction that Rush is. You just see a goose on the cliff.
Goose again.
Dangerous. Don't fuck with that.
Danger
Don't fuck with that
geese.
goose.
Geese are dangy. We don't like them in this household.
And with that 21 perception and seeing this goose, it's staring right at you.
Come for me.
The
You see
hissing
it cock
bird.
its head. Hissing chicken.
Yeah, hissing chicken.
You watch the
that's
goose
it.
kind of
Just gonna watch it.
you watch the goose kind of stare at you for a little while, cock its head, and then disappears.
Like into thin air or like waddles off somewhere.
No, just disappears.
What kind of monster has a goose as a familiar?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
I
There's
think the
something
goose is the
very
BBG.
chaotic. The
Aurora,
BBEG
what
is a
is your
chaotic
attack
neutral
roll?
goose.
It's a goose.
Evil.
All right. I got a 19 on my roll.
All right, roll damage.
7.
7. All right. You bring that pickaxe down and you watch as it just kind of hits that last little bit. You watch the cracks fissure across and it begins to break loose. And basically, you're going to have to use your action to try and catch it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm going to try
All
to
right,
catch
give
that
me
thing.
we'll just do a straight dexterity check.
That is an 18.
All right, you are able to. The question, no, you wouldn't need to drop your axe for this. You watch it begin to move rather quickly from the current, even though it is a large stone. You
Okay.
wrap your hands around it, and it begins to pull you. Rush, I need a strength saving throw just from the sheer sudden pull.
Okay. One moment while I go to horse. Beep, beep, beep. Come on. No, we're not going to do it that way. Do it this way. All right, that is
Foreboding noise.
Sorry, that's my phone, I think.
going
Foreboding.
to be an 11.
Other laptop, be quiet. You got an 11,
Yeah.
you said? Okay.
Mhm.
All of a sudden, Rush, you can, oh my god, phone, stop.
I'm
Jesus.
really excited.
My work laptop is going insane. Rush, you kind of are like chilling out, horse mode, kind of in, you're also kind of keeping an eye out on the horizon. And for a split second, you kind of relax a little bit and you feel yourself get jerked hardcore in the reverse. And in the water, Aurora, you begin to feel yourself. You feel the taunt line go slack for a second, just from the just from the shock. But Rush is able to kind of regain composure and begins to like keep the line taut. And Rush, you start walking forward, basically.
Yeah.
All
Just
right,
digging in, moving forward.
perfect. Aurora, give me a sleight of hand check, please. Or no, strength check, actually, to see if you can still hold on to that thing. It's essentially you're grappling a rock.
That's
a
a
big dude.
19.
19, you're able to hold on to it
19.
just fine.
I'm just
And
like,
within the next minute or two, you get pulled up onto the shore.
I'm legs wrapped around it, hands wrapped around it, so you're scooching my butt across the sand.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You see, as once Aurora's on the ground, you see that this Sapphire is about half of her torso in size. It is massive.
It's a big.
Mm-hmm.
Will it fit in one of these food holding bags
Ooh,
that'll
that's a good
hold
idea.
bushels and
Ooh,
bushels?
That's a good idea. Will it?
Bag of holding.
I know. We know what it
We're
is.
just making sure.
Yeah, no,
It's
it
a-
disappears.
it's a food bag of
perfectly in
holding.
there.
Sweet.
It's a food bag of holding. It literally spits out anything that's not edible. It's
Well
like,
then Rush goes over.
I didn't even think about that. It doesn't though. It holds the sapphire just fine.
Yeah.
okay.
Rush goes over and opens. He's like, "I've got a really cool idea. See if it'll fit in this bag that's supposed to hold a bunch of stuff." And then
Okay.
it does, and then it's great.
Perfect.
Ah, it didn't even make it heavier. Phil.
What?
That is so cool.
Amazing.
We
I
should ask if we
wonder-
could keep these.
I was just gonna say, I wonder if in return we could have one.
Or yeah, at least one. That'd be awesome.
Or one for each of us.
That'd be optimal.
Then you hear an omnipotent voice go, "You will only get one if you get any."
No. A voice from the sky says, no. Nice try.
You start with a high bid and you work your way down.
Exactly.
We
It's
want
about
all three
negotiation.
of them.
What time is it now?
Let's see. It was about noon when you guys headed out. Took you about half an hour to get to the waterfall. It's about mid-afternoon, late afternoon, probably.
All right.
Okay.
Rush is still a horse. We can gallop to the food
We go-
place.
We got to get down first.
Right.
Well, maybe if we have to go all the way around to
Oh,
where
that
the
is
food is,
True.
we could just gallop along the edge there, and then
That
that's
is
where it
cool.
eventually goes down.
And there's no people. We
Okay.
could do that. Yeah.
I mean, even if we just gallop all the way around to the edge, if we have to climb down at that point, at least we'll have like saved time.
That's true.
Sure.
I'm doing it like it's with me, like that you could see the map, but I'm just
Yes.
So hard to do. Like, I'm not even lying. I get what you mean, though. I just noticed what you were doing. Love it. All right,
Yeah,
so you guys
like-
want to go off towards the east, following the cliff as it begins to descend, to follow your way to where the food is. Perfect.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we can totally do that. Guys, climb on and begin to head out. Let's see. Within about another hour, or how long does Wild Shape last? I forget.
it will last for 2 hours at this point. It's half a druid levels.
Gotcha. So you begin to go. You've been a horse for not even really 30 minutes yet before you take off. So you begin to tramp through the forest, the jungle, dodging left and right. Sorry, blinked out. And it comes about, you guys are beginning to feel yourself getting lower and lower. The terrain's getting less intense. The jungle is getting more dense. And at about this time, Rush, you're starting to realize where they were telling you guys to go is a well-populated area where other animals, other beasts and not more beasts and stuff do congregate in the jungle, because the Sharkfin Cove is where fish like to spawn upriver. Like, it just makes sense. So you kind of begin to slow down, and before you know it, you can feel yourself beginning to lose the wild shape. You're about right there
All right.
when you begin to feel all this.
Then Rush will stop and kind of hoof paw at the ground a little bit, flick the tail up on towards the people on their back as a kind of like, hey.
I think he wants us to get down.
All right. Yeah, I'll get off. Okay.
Yeah, and then Rush will shift back. Yeah, sorry, I can only do that for like so long. It takes a lot of energy, but
No, that's fine.
eventually I
no
can do it
worries.
longer.
It's totally cool. I mean, I can't turn into anything. So
Yeah, right?
you're ahead of me on that.
We all have our talents, you know. You could I can't swing a book like you can, man. That's crazy.
True. I also can remember things.
That's great too.
I can remember things sometimes. All right.
So you're judging from the information that you got from Seamus and the owner of Dovetail. You get the idea that you're a mile or so away from where they needed the food gathered from. you do know, Rush, that the type of food they're wanting are bananas, coconuts, and some wild potatoes and other foliage and vegetables that grow naturally around the area. And that right here by Shark Fin Cove is kind of where it's super fertile for that.
All right, yeah, we just gotta keep trucking this way for about an hour, and we should be just keep an eye out because there's a lot of animals in this area, so we don't want to piss off a bear.
No.
This is their home. We're just visiting. All right, guys.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Is there any particular marching order or anything like that?
We'll take up the back.
Rush, do you want to take the front since you kind of have a better idea of where we're going?
Yeah, I could do that. I'm really good at finding ways and stuff. Usually.
Perfect.
Rush, give me a survival check just to kind of get your bearings and kind of lock in on which direction you guys need to head.
All right. Does Rush have time to smoke a blunt first? Just a quick.
Oh yeah.
Okay. They would have repacked their sneak a toke by now. Just.
I got you.
Thank goodness. Let's see.
Sneak a toke is guidance, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought so.
So it'd be a 16.
Okay. You're able to kind of off in the distance see some sunlight. So obviously the sun is not, or the sun. Blah, blah, blah. As you begin to look around, you're able to see some sun through the canopy of trees. You recognize, so you're able to pinpoint which direction is west and whatnot. So you kind of are able to do some math in your head and figure out, judging from everything, and that you can see that the ground's super level now. And you have your bearings pretty solid.
All right, yeah. This way, guys.
Right.
In tramping through the jungle.
We really should have picked up some bug spray. We do need to do that.
Funny, because I was just going to say, I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
From all of us?
Yes.
Quote another famous D&D, well, not another because we're not famous yet, a famous D&D podcast.
We're famous here.
9.
Ah!
I got a natural 20 with a 20 plus 2, so 22.
Got a 6.
Okay. Somri and Rush. Somri, or Rush, you get advantage on these, don't forget.
That's right.
Because you be from here.
That was worse. 9.
No.
Oh no.
Somri and Rush, you're just kind of, you're not sure if it's from climbing and then swimming and then Rush, you being a horse 2 different times and running. You're
a
just
lot, man.
You are just starting to break out in sweat right now at the moment.
Do I notice this?
Not enough yet because it is a hot jungle environment. Like you're sweating as well.
Yeah.
But they are they're profusely sweating. But you're not able. You're like, oh, it's just fucking hot. We've been doing some very physical activities. Of course, everyone's sweating.
And to be fair, Genasi are always kind of glistening
Wet.
from
They're always kind of wet.
always kind of wet.
Moist. So moist.
Very moist.
There's a
Damp.
slight sheen.
United States of Amoistica.
Ah!
There's my letter Kenny reference. All right. The next hour passes. You guys are able to make your way through. Everyone give me another Constitution saving throw, please. Somri and Rush. Rush, yours is just a straight roll. Somri,
Wow,
yours
even
is
worse.
disadvantage.
Yeah. Well, it's not going to be good.
13.
I got an 18.
4. I got a 4.
Okay, so Somri got a 4. Rush got a 13. Okay, and Aurora got an 18.
I got an 18.
All right.
Really great. It's like
Aurora,
really great.
you're not feeling anything. It's hot, it's humid. It's kind of a miserable place to be in the thick jungle, but you're still feeling fine. Rush, you kind of are not quite able to shake off what you're feeling. But you're able to kind of like steady yourself and be like, I'm fine, I'm good, I just need a breather. Samari, you are not feeling good. You are not having a good time.
I didn't drink enough
beginning
water.
to feel queasy. You're beginning to your skin is beginning to turn a little sicker green than it already is. Not that your skin is greenly sick green, but you know what I mean.
He's going
you know
more
what I mean.
gray.
It's the pale, the pale.
Yeah. And whatnot.
Mistakes have been made. I have erred.
And
Would I notice this change in her? Since she's in front of me.
what's your passive perception?
Passive perception is a 15.
Yeah, you definitely notice she's not feeling good.
Samri,
Yeah.
come here.
Okay. It's not hard for me to come here. I'm just going to stop walking.
Yeah. Remember when Theo was starting to act all sickly?
Yes.
You might have the same thing.
Oh, no. I don't want that.
Rush, can you help me check for mosquitoes?
Oh, yeah, totally, yeah.
The mosquitoes.
You can either do, if both of you are checking, I will let you guys either use animal handling or medicine to check.
I'm going to use medicine.
A delight.
That is a 19. I have a
Okay.
+5 in medicine.
Me too. 23. There, boss.
Guys, you guys don't see any mosquitoes on Samri.
Oh, no, it's something else.
I mean, it might just be a difficult hike.
Drink some water.
I drank some water.
Instantly fixed.
Fixed.
It's dysentery. You tried to ford the river with your oxen.
That's the fastest dysentery.
You have died of
Good.
dysentery.
God.
Oh,
You never said the river going into Sapphire Oasis was clean. I just said it was clear. That doesn't mean there's not bacteria.
You're right.
And
You're
microbes and mitochondria, the powerhouse of a cell.
the mitochondria.
I keep seeing John's random arm appear.
I know. His arm is
Yeah.
like right
Like,
behind.
Yeah.
yeah.
And now just this eye peeking over your shoulder.
Always
Which do
watching
you want? Do you want an arm or a single eyeball?
That's okay. You drink water. It does make you feel a little bit better.
Well, that's nice.
But it doesn't like cure everything.
Does anybody have any food? Maybe that would help too.
We do.
Oh,
we
yeah,
have
we
a
do.
fried-
Remember, we got lunch.
We have lunch. I'm going to sit and eat lunch.
Are you guys gonna? I will let you like eat and take a short rest, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. Rush can
I like it.
freeze some water in one of the water skins so that we have like ice that we can distribute.
Ice cold water. I like it.
Me.
Awesome.
too.
The short you guys eat your meal, you kind of freeze some water and give Samri an ice pack. And by the time your short rest's done and you drink some more water, Samri, and you eat, you're feeling a lot better. You're still
Good.
a little like sweaty, a little hot, a little uncomfortable, but you're definitely kind of think you realize, oh, maybe I needed to have ate and needed to drink and blah blah blah,
Okay.
etc. etc.
Perfect.
And as you yes,
I was just gonna say, it looks like Samri also has prestidigitation. You can cool off your clothing
That's
for
true.
an hour. You can AC your own
I'm
clothing.
gonna do that. Walking air conditioning.
love it. you guys watch as like this steam, this steam kind of builds up around Somri just from cooling herself and then like it getting evaporated essentially. That's kind of how I picture it. And then as you guys finish your short rest, you hear this piercing scream cut through the silence in this thick jungle. And that's where you'll end tonight's session. Bum, bum, bum.
Prestidigitation is one of the best spells in the whole game, and you should use it so much.
Yeah, I always forget
Hellish Rebuke, okay.
because I didn't have it for
Nah.
a while.
No.
Have you met Yuri and Hellish Rebuke? Yeah. Thanks for everyone for watching. Few little updates that we didn't really fully announce. As you can tell, we are no longer sharing screen and session with Jared and Brian. They both have decided to step away from the campaign. So moving forward, who you see here is who you will see every other Friday. Plus, next session, we will be joined by our 4th cast member. So make sure you tune in. There will be a little of a time skip from what airs because we are having a one-shot with that 4th cast member as essentially their audition, getting to know everyone type thing. That will be canon and get fed into some of this stuff. So just make sure you guys tune in. Other than that, I don't have anything else. As always, you can catch myself and Lindsay in our flagship show Immortals on Spotify, iTunes, all those good places. We're on Patreon. You like us, support us. It all goes back into the show. You can find all our links on practicalheroes.com. Like, share, subscribe. We just hit 50 followers on Twitch, so we're super close on a bunch of goals we want. Yeah, guys. Until next time, I'm Jordan, and may the dice always roll in your favor, guys. We will talk to you later. And before we end, we are going to do... Oh, where is it? Okay. Let me see. We're going to do... Let's see if they're still online. I got to see this. Shoot, they're not. That's okay. We will go here. We are going to raid someone else. So let's do this, folks.
What is that?
Boop.
Start what? Did it work?
What's happening?
Oh, we got 4. So we're going to go raid the DM layer as they make fun Dungeons and Dragons adventures and stuff like that. All our viewers that we do have are ready. So let's do this. There we go. I believe it. I think it worked. I have no
It looks like
idea.
it did.
Oh, sweet. It did. Perfect.
Sure did.
All right. Alrighty, guys. Well, have a lovely time. We will catch you next time.
All right. Bye-bye.